Hey everyone, welcome to Agents of the Nine Hells, Redux. Welcome to this evening, or morning, or afternoon, depending on where in the world you are watching us from, of Dungeons and Dragons. I'm Chris, I'm your Dungeon Master for today, and we're thrilled to be streaming at twitch.tv/DND and twitch.tv/RollTogetherRPG. So, what have you wandered into? What is this crazy mess of people you've got in front of you? Yes, I'm talking about Kim. You have wandered into some very high octane level 15 D&D. What? So everyone here is playing extremely high-level characters in a fantasy universe. They are rolling 20-sided dice. That's one of these. They are trying to roll good numbers on that dice, and the higher the number, the gooder it is. They also have character sheets in front of them, which let them add numbers to that 20-sided dice roll, which increases the goodness of what they are rolling. So you'll hear them people shouting out what numbers they have rolled on those dice. That means they get to do things in the world, and I play the rest of the world and tell them what the world does in response to them. And thus, we improvise a ridiculous tale of hell, angels, mystery, intrigue, and utter fucking carnage. Looking forward to it already. But you already know me, I DM on this channel all the time, but why don't we go around and meet everyone else who's with us today, starting with, who are we gonna pick? Anastasia, starting with you. How's it going?
Hey, my name's Anastasia, my pronouns are she, her, and I am playing Rahazor. His pronouns are he, him, and he is an aberrant mind sorcerer who's a half-orc, and feels kind of uncomfortable with the source of his power, so we'll see how that plays out. Looking forward to it.
Great, yeah, and looks friggin' weird, but this is part of the point of today's game, is strange characters in a strange world. It's what we want. Cool, let's move on. Who else have we got here? Matt, how's it going?
Hey, it's going really well. My name is Matt, and I am playing Judah Amana. And Judah's already had an interesting story going through hell and doing a mission. Mm-hmm. And now I'm here to help one of my friends do something borderline impossible. It's going to be fun.
Thank you very much, Matt. Splendid stuff. Well, speaking of said friend and speaking of said adventure, Toby, how's it going?
I'm playing Andreas.
My name is Toby Osmond. I go by he, him, as does Andreas Doros, or Andreas
the giant, as you will have heard of him.
But more on that later. Yes, Andreas and Judah were together in the first Agents of the Nine Hells campaign.
Yes, you were.
If you've watched the film Conan the Barbarian, then you'll pretty much know Andreas's backstory. That's me.
Blatant
and if you haven't, shame on you.
Indeed. Thank you, Toby. And Bree.
Hi, my name is Brito, and my pronouns are she, they, and I'm playing Lua, and his pronouns are he, him. And Lua is an elf that got kicked out of the Circle of Lust for reasons that he will not discuss or disclose. He has a guitar, and sometimes he knows how to use it. It depends. Like, he knows C major chord, that's about it. And he's just kind of a big queer mess, so we'll see how this goes.
I mean, C, B, A, and G, right? That's all you need to play a rock song.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's all he needs.
Yeah,
that's all he needs. Yes.
And for today only, our special guest character, the one, the only, Kim Richards. How's it?
Hello, my name's Kim. Hey there. I'm Kim, and I am a guest here today. My pronouns are she, her, and today I will be playing Gerard Slay, who's a tabaxi death cleric, whose facial markings kind of match my own. This isn't makeup, by the way. This is how I was born. Gerard's pronouns are they, them, and they know how to play guitar, but only C minor. So that's a lie. They don't know how to play guitar. They play air guitar. You might be able to tell a bit of their personality from this.
I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be good.
Look, when you messaged me and said, "Hey Kim, would you like to come and join our show? It's going to be 80s, 90s metal inspired." This was in my head immediately. So
Perfect. This is
here.
what we want. Excellent. Thank you so much for coming, Krim. And thank you everyone for playing in this lovely new campaign. As has been mentioned by a couple of the players, this is a continuation of an existing campaign called Agents of the Nine Hells, one of the first shows that this channel did with D&Ds, which is really lovely. You can catch that on our YouTube. There'll be a link in Twitch chat right now. And Andreas and Judah are from that campaign, but you haven't had to have watched it to understand what's going on. It's an entirely new story, but if you fancy seeing more of them, that's where you need to go.
We didn't understand what was going on anyway, so...
Well, as the DM of that campaign, you can go fuck yourself, Toby, but that's good. That's exactly what we need. Anywho,
My character does not have a high intelligence,
Correct. I mean, you're playing to type. So... let me talk you through some basics before we kick off. So the show runs for approximately 3 hours. There will be an episode every Tuesday, 7 to 10 p.m. GMT. That's 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. PT at this time, basically, for the rest of January. So do join us for the rest of the month if you enjoy what you are seeing. There'll be a break near the middle, about 5-10 minutes, and we'll make sure we flag that up for you so you can step out, have a wee, get a glass of water, whatever you need. You'll see arrayed around us an array of wonderful sponsors and supporters. Let me talk to you about them because they're kind of special, and without them we couldn't do anything that we do, so massive props to all of them. First off, we have the wonderful Hero Forge, who create 3D customizable printable miniatures which you can print in color, which means you can get all of your characters in front of you and you can show them to the entire world and show exactly what you wanted to have that character mini look like. We've got minis of these characters coming. Unfortunately, we haven't got them yet today, but we'll be able to show them to you as soon as we possibly can. But yes, check them out, heroforge.com. Thoroughly recommended. We're also sponsored by UltraPro. UltraPro do tabletop peripherals, and there's all sorts of wonderful things on my desk that are UltraPro themed that I have held onto for many a year because they provide such wonderful stuff for DMs to do what they do. But today we're giving away something. If you join us in Twitch chat today, you can be in with a chance to win a premium zippered folder. Look at this. Look at this beautiful piece. That is, yes, patent leather. And yes, it has 10 one-pocket pages, spell card pages. It's got a pad for you to write everything you did in there. Perfect for your DMing content. So join us in Twitch chat, say anything at all, and you will be in with a chance to win one of these. And we'll post it out to you, but UK address holders only, please. Thank you. Otherwise, we are supported by D&D Beyond. They've given us our wonderful digital character sheets. You can click on the overlay on this side of your screen. There it is, that side of the screen. And you'll be able to see more about all the characters playing today. We're also supported by Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. You'll see an Idle Champions code floating underneath Kim. Pop that into your game for a free gold chest worth $50, I believe. So yeah, check that out. We're also supported by Level Up Dice. There'll be a link in chat right now for a series of dice they've made with our help, which you can buy. I know, amazing. They're called table shakers. The reason they're called table shakers? They're fucking massive, and they're made of metal. So, if you roll them on the table, I'll do it now. I mean, you break the table. I'm rolling it in a dice tray, and my table barely survived. So if you fancy dice breakers, table shakers, then pop into Twitch chat right now and see if you can grab yourself some. Maybe as a late present post-Christmas, I fancy giving myself something. Maybe something like that, or something for yourself. Anyway, check them out there. And we're also supported by Zavi.com, t-shirts and other things. There's a link in chat again where you can buy yourself some lovely D&D merch. Anyway, enough about all the sponsors. One final thing before we continue, though. We play with a diverse group of players who play a diverse set of characters of wide-ranging sexual and gender identities. Our tables are trans-positive, and we both encourage and champion trans players and characters in our games. The DM and players may portray characters that are of a different gender to their own, and you'll notice we have a policy for misgendering. If we do misgender someone, then we have a policy for correction, and if you notice something that we've missed or there's something that we're not doing as well as we could do, please let us know. Twitch chat's a great place to talk to us. Our mods will be able to pass you on to people who can help you more, but we are always open to being corrected. Lovely. That's out of the way. Time to dive into Agents of the Nine Hells Redux, and here's the intro. Welcome back. So, let us return to the plains of Avernus. Big, sandy, wind-swept, rocky crags, torn by heat and boiling earth. A horrible place. A place no one in their right mind would spend any time whatsoever. I mean, why would you? It's basically hell. Basically, it is. It's hell. And yet some of our characters find themselves there on an ongoing, important mission with, quote-unquote, shit to do. Let's meet the ones who have shit to do first. Andreas, Judah, you took part in a major campaign across the Nine Hells and various other planes of existence that are connected by the River Styx to make the Blood War continue, to make it stop. You weren't quite sure, and by the end, you still weren't sure because neither of you are that smart. But
7.
yeah. But in the process of doing so, you did manage to receive a boon from Asmodeus, the Lord of Hell. And Asmodeus offered you, in particular, Andreas, something that you had always wanted. Would you like to share with us what that was?
Obsidian flint dragonplate armor.
Aside from the obsidian flint dragonplate armor.
Andreas's backstory is that they come from a village in the Icewind Dale and were taken as a slave by a group of cultists. And the cultists...
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I need to be careful with that.
It's the Conan the Barbarian literally script. Just read the script. Instead of it saying snake, it just says demon, fiend. So I want to kill James Mammon, who's the Archduke of one of the planes of hell, in vengeance for my destroyed village. Life of gladiatorial championing. Although he did quite get into his life as a gladiator. He's a champion ranger. Ranger is Monster Hunter. Yeah. So yeah, but I want to kill Mammon, and Asmodeus has said, "You go, pop a cap in him, man." It's the 90s.
In the intervening time since the first Agents of the Nine Hells, you and Judah stayed in Hell to fight the hordes of Mammon, which you have been doing very successfully. You and armies of devils, with Asmodeus' help, who wants to depose Mammon, who frankly no one likes, have managed to take over Minauros, the third level of the Nine Hells. You've managed to remove Mammon from power. Asmodeus has taken power back and given the reins to another devil, which he quite likes.
Take the power back. Reminds me of a rock.
But Mammon got away. Mammon managed to escape. And in Mammon getting away, Mammon retreated to a compound in Avernus, a place where he can be by himself, try and regain power over time. So this Lord of Hell has managed to escape your clutches, but unfortunately the legions of Hell at your disposal have also made very clear that this isn't their problem. They deposed Mammon, that's done. If you want to go and kill Mammon, that's up to you two. So you two are on your own mission. No support, just the two of you, in a final battle to take out this Lord of Hell. You are currently driving through Avernus in your hellish car, making your way towards Mammon's compound with one thing in mind: the final defeat. Your car is looks a bit like a Chevy. It's a bit older than that. It's got the sort of wide front and the big headlights and like a big demon grille. But it is basically an open-top car that you are currently steaming through Avernus in, on a curiously tarmacked bit of Avernus, because there are tarmac roads in this bit for, reasons. So you are howling down the road, the two of you in this car, making your way towards Mammon's compound.
We're playing Rage Against the Mafiend. Take the power back specifically.
Oh my god. Okay, you are?
We've got an imp.
You've got an imp?
Is this an imp we've imprisoned?
Have you captured an imp? Is that what you're saying?
It's imprisoned.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Oh, this is not going well. Oh,
Is it too late for me to pull out?
No, go. It's fine.
Hi.
Thanks. Oh, jeez.
I hope this sets the tone for the campaign. I'm ready.
Very
for
much so. I get the sense. Do you? Okay, if you want to have an imp that you've captured, I am a-okay with that. Is there an imp strapped to the back seat?
No, it's in the front bit with little tuners on that we can I'm sick of this song. Sing something else, imp.
Okay. Okay. And the imp starts howling out more demonic metal music at you both as you drive ahead. Who's in the driver's seat?
I mean, I'd like to think I've got my feet up and, Andreas is driving.
Oh, cool. Okay,
I wouldn't trust my driving.
Well, hey.
I'm sure it doesn't come off intelligence, does it? I'm sure it's fine.
No, it doesn't at all. So, Judah, you're sat in the front seat with your feet up, just hanging out, and Andreas, you're gigantic, canonically huge. So, are you crouched behind the wheel, just trying to fit into the driver's seat?
It's made for fiends, I imagine. So there's leg room, and I think I'm driving with the left on the wheel, and then I've got my right arm hanging over the door, and I'm just looking at my bicep and sort of trying to make it dance to the music. Take the power back.
Is there anything the two of you are...
volcano!
No, this road is pretty much straight. Goes in an almost horrifically direct straight line, a bit like a highway in sort of middle bit of America where the roads just seem to go in completely straight lines. Much like that.
Much like the Roman Empire, much like Chicenta, which is where Andreas has spent his formative years. I like it.
Thanks. Okay. So,
if anyone's playing Andreas Bingo, that's the first mention of Chicenta. Don't worry, there will be more. Okay.
Cool. Cross off Chicenta.
I'll write
That's the
that
first one.
down.
Yeah, good. Right. So you two are driving, and you've got an imp strapped to the dashboard, singing songs at the loudest possible volume in the best possible way that it can. Looking off. Sorry. Go on.
So you think we should hire some people? I do not have a sending stone.
You did make a deal with some of your friends from the past campaign that if you, in your time of need, you could call upon them when the fight with Mammon became the thing you would do.
Do you mean Keldon, the savior of the Minotaur species? Keldon is probably having a nice time with their partner. I don't know. This is going to be very difficult. What do you think? I am, believe it or not the brains of the operation. What do you think, Judah Romana?
Well, all I'm saying is we've seen a room full of bad guys like this before, and it would be nice to have some help.
As you both think about this, up ahead, you can see that next to the road is a building. It looks suspiciously like the bar from Dusk Till Dawn. Very suspiciously like the bar from Dusk Till Dawn. Like it is the bar from Dusk Till Dawn. And you can see this building just in the middle of nowhere, just by itself. And as you drive past, there's a sign that swings ominously with the car, kick up dirt from the car as you drive past, that calls it the Last Resort.
I like the look of this place. Shall we go and get a drink and have a fight with some fiends?
Sure. I mean, we might meet some people in there that can help us,
I just slam my foot on the brakes.
You park the car up. There are other hell vehicles in this space. None as stylish as your car. Your car is special. But there are a whole bunch of hell bikes, hell vehicles, all sorts of crazy stuff just littering the car park of this space. And
I kind of want to try and just donut the car into a motorbike.
Sure. Roll me a this would be a land vehicles check to see if you can handle it.
I didn't even know there was a skill called land vehicles.
D&D, my friend.
There isn't. How do I do that? What do I do?
If you're not proficient in it, then it's just, well, let's see, what skill are we based on? How are you doing this handbrake turn? Are you sort of using your gigantic strength to, like, grab the wheel and turn? Are
100% I'm using athletics.
Are you dexterously using them?
No, look, I'd like to say athletics because I just couldn't fail, but it's definitely not athletics. So
then in which
maybe
case,
sleight of hand.
Do me a dex check. Just do me a flat dex check. Let's see how a donut goes.
I mean, it's not technically a donut, more a... that's a 9.
You try and do this lovely swerving donut. It's just get the car to park in and also crush a bike or two. Instead, you plow through all of the bikes. There are like 20, and it's not so much that you just like you hit about 17 of them, and then as you do, like dominoes, they just start knocking over, and you just destroy 20 of these bikes. They're not like crushed, broken, but they are like clearly fallen over. There's lots of horrible crunching noises as they go.
Stay here, Impy. Come on, Bruiser. That was
when will my torment end?
Hey, Impy, if anyone tries to steal the car, just start shouting beep repeatedly.
Okay.
I'll jump out and start walking towards the bar.
Sure. Judah?
Yeah, I'm going to follow closely because I don't want to be sitting there when somebody comes out and looks and sees all these bikes that have been totaled.
I assume we're in devil territory rather than demon territory.
Demons are a completely different part of the... it's not even the Nine Hells. Completely different... Yeah. Andreas wouldn't know either. So, yeah. Right, so if you head inside the Last Resort... The Last Resort. Well, what can we say about the Last Resort that hasn't already been said by thousands of devils anywhere? If you had nowhere else in the world to drink, you still wouldn't go here. The Last Resort is the worst bar in hell, and that is saying something. Basically, the building itself has a single floor, but it goes deep beneath the ground, about 9 levels. And there are these 9 balustrades that go down with stairs that go down from each one, and the actual bar space where you can buy drinks is at the bottom. And people consider any part of this space and tend to. There's lots of balconies and spaces to look out over the space and lots of stairs down. Inside the Last Resort, at the moment, it's not too busy, but then again, the Last Resort is never that busy. Why would it be? It is pretty much in the middle of nowhere and terrible. However, inside there are a number of people currently having a drink or two. Lua, let's start with you. You found your way into the Last Resort. Where were you beforehand? What brought you here?
So I was walking and I was just strumming on my guitar, very lonely. I was reflecting on how my time in hell has been thus far, and although it was ideal and I did turn the punishment of hell into pleasure, I decided to kind of just move on, and just try to find something that's better. And I apologize for the vagueness, but it's just something that is too painful to talk about. So I'm just walking, and then I happen to see the Last Resort, and I decide to go in and have a few, maybe 20 drinks to drown my sorrows.
How many drinks have you had by the point that these two enter?
Probably 30.
Okay.
And so I am in the corner, and I'm playing the only chord that I know how to play, C major. And in front of me on this table are about like 30 drinks, just meticulously placed. And yeah, I'm just strumming. Can you describe what Lua looks like for us? We get the full image of this moment. Yeah, he is a thickums. So Lua has beautiful ass, beautiful thighs. Oh my God, they're immaculate. And he is probably about 6 foot. He's an elf, just a standard elf, not a high elf. He's nothing. And he is wearing red and black leather. His beautiful thighs are wrapped in black leather pants, and he has a belt. that's brown, and his guitar does not match him at all. It's actually like a very vibrant bright blue, and he just kind of looks a mess. And also his hair is like a ombre of black and red that matches his jacket and his pants, and he just looks like a dejected gay rock star that is trying to find his way.
Oh my god, I feel so...
I don't think he's found it yet.
I feel so seen. I just don't know why. But yeah.
I feel seen. I also feel seen, so it's okay. It's okay.
Perfect. Lovely. So, you have your table. You have had your 30 drinks. Can you make me a Constitution saving throw to see how you're handling your 30 drinks?
Yeah, I absolutely can.
Thank you.
He's gonna kill this. He's gonna kill it. He's gonna kill it.
Well, the DC is 30 because that's how many drinks you've had.
Mm-hmm. It's a nat 1.
Yes.
Good start. Like that start.
That sets the pace.
Bree, you and I have played together a number of games, and the number of nat ones you roll is uncanny. I love it.
It's my brand. It's my brand at this point.
So, Lua, when you say you're sat at a table with all these drinks on it, sat is a extravagant term for how placed you are at this table. I think chances are you're sort of leaning all over it, and pretty much like not catatonic, but so pissed that you're gonna struggle to focus.
Actually, I think I can see him sitting on the table. Mm-hmm. Well, actually, no, on all fours, and he has like this certain. Actually, no, not even on all fours. He's literally he's on his knees. Okay. He's on his knees. It keeps changing. He's on his knees, and he is playing, and it's not even a C major chord anymore. It's literally just him like just strumming the strings over and over again. He thinks in his head that it is this beautiful song that is being played, but it's definitely not. And like, I don't even know, like the cups are starting to knock over and the table is wobbling. It might fall. He might fall off the table, but he doesn't give a fuck. As long as he has the power of music, he's okay.
Yeah. I'm sure the music video in his head is really, really good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's not okay.
Now, Rahizur, Gerard, you're both in this bar as well, and Lua is certainly making a spectacle of himself. What are you two doing? Are you near this? Like, this kind of thing isn't strange for The Last Resort. It's full of people doing this kind of thing. Like, there's probably 1,000 other sub-stories at 1,000 other tables. It's not that big. 100 other sub-stories at 100 other tables around this space. But are you interacting or engaging with this, or doing something of your own? Feel free to chime in.
Is there a band playing at all? Like,
there's a stage, but it's like beer-soaked and empty.
No, that's disappointing.
You could be playing on a stage if you want to be.
Okay. Okay. Gerard is on the stage playing the meanest, loudest, most aggressive air guitar you've ever seen.
And there's
That's
no
what
noise.
they're doing.
There's no noise at all.
When you say the loudest.
Yes. It's so loud. It's deafening air guitar.
Are you going... Are you doing that? Yeah, great.
Yeah. And they're kind of doing all the flip, like the hair flipping and the really killer solos. The, premium, solos. You can't even see the fingers. Excellent fretwork. And that's Gerard. Just in their
One of the waitstaff, there are waitstaff come around and do a bit of like cleaning up around this space, walks past the stage, and for the 5th time this hour goes, sorry, can you stop? Can you... Oh, fuck it. And just walks past you and keeps going.
Can't stop the music!
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
I think Rahizur would be watching like both Lua and Gerard attempting to play music, and I think he's really here because like this is a place where a lot of people travel in by car, and he just like wants to see the good cars in hell. So he's always like peeking out, seeing who's coming in, admiring their cars, chatting about them, while he's drinking his Corona, which consists of the virus, not the actual
Corona.
Oh my god!
In liquid form. Oh my god. Too soon, man. Too soon.
Love it.
We have a vaccine. It's
Fine.
Not in hell though. I think he really admires like the effort that Gerard is putting into the air guitar. So he'll use prestidigitation to try to make like some faint musical notes that sound like what he thinks the music might sound like, but probably not getting it right because he doesn't really know music. He's like, he's a car guy. He's hanging out for that reason.
I've realized we didn't do this. Kim, do you want to describe what Gerard looks like standing on this stage?
Yes. So Gerard is a tabaxi. For those who want to know, basically cat person. Anthropomorphized. I can never say that word. Cat person. They're black with but their face pretty much has the kind of markings like this. So they're black and white, and their facial markings look like Alice Cooper. I hope you got that this was Alice Cooper and not just like some crap cosplay of the Crow.
Kim, I thought you watched the Ring film. Is that not what happened? Oh.
No, that's when I grow my hair out longer. And they have a big, shaggy, kind of messy, tasseled mane. And they're wearing like dark, cultish robes and lots of leather and studs. Leather studded gloves. And they look like your typical kind of heavy metal teenager who's discovered heavy metal. Basically. All of their stuff as well, if you were to look with any detail, actually looks quite rich, quite expensive.
Oh no, it's a rich kid. Oh.
You're rebelling against society, man. Don't conform.
Gerard, you're rebelling against your dad. You're rebelling against your dad.
Dad, like, ugh.
I hate my trust.
Yeah.
I've seen this episode of Gilmore Girls.
So conformist, man. That's it. Why don't you want to be your wannabe Britneys and your wannabe Justin Biebers? God, why don't you go shop Top Man?
Just chill out and go write the Umbrella Academy. Cool.
I will. That's fine. When I was a young boy, my father was a conformist. And that's Gerard.
Thank you. Rahazur, do you want to describe what you look like? Because the world's got to be ready for this.
Oh, yeah. So, like, in hell, you might have people that encapsulate, like evil or toughness or something like that. But Rahazur is probably, like, the encapsulation of gross. So he's a half-orc, so he's, like, quite tall, probably, like, something around 7 feet. But his aberrant mind background gives him some unusual features. So, and you know what? The tank top and the denim short shorts that he wears like really accentuate those features as well. So his skin is kind of like a very pale sallow color, but it has patches of green, kind of like dry patches but covered with ooze. Like he's constantly oozing a bit. So the tank top is kind of like sweaty and drenched, never wash it, never shower kind of vibe. And he kind of has his fingers and toes and his feet kind of look normal at first glance, but then you realize like they're slightly frog-like, like slightly coming together. It's just like not quite right. But I think the most striking feature about him is that he kind of has like 2 eye stalks coming out, but it's as if he kind of wants to hide this feature. So the eye stalks are bent down and cover where his eyes would be, but what's behind them are empty eye sockets. So he has like the empty eye sockets as well as the bent over eye stalks, but here and there they look to the side, look to different directions. Yeah, so he's not really a blend-in.
Half-orc, half-slug.
Yeah, something like that. The other half unknown,
Oh my god, so grim. Good, right. Well, Gerard, Rahazur, Lua, as you're all in the bar, the door is kicked open, but It's not Andreas and Judah stepping in. What? It's a bunch of devils. And this is hell. You're used to seeing devils. Nothing strange about them. But
devils.
Yeah, but they walk in with a certain kind of intent. Most of them are a kind of devil you'd know as a bearded devil. They have beards of like sort of weird, horrible tentacle things that float down around here. They carry these long, like polearm glaives, and they are generally regarded as quite low-ranking devils, not that special, not that important, but they tend to try and push their weight around a bit because they really want to like prove that they mean something. What is strange is at the front of them is a devil that looks a bit like an insect, quite insectoid with like long features and big insectoid eyes. And as all of them stepped in, they're also all in leathers, but nowhere near as good as Lua's. Just to be clear, Lua's leathers are exceptional. These are trash. These are trash leathers. They are really not well looked after. They are patchy in places. It's basically a hellish biker gang as far as you can recall. They all step inside, and the insectoid one, clearly in charge, bats one of the bearded devils out of the way to go and get him a drink, and they all start making their way down the stairs to the main bar and taking over various tables. All of them start to spread out and move around and check out this space, and the ice devil, the leader, stepping down to the main space, will step up to the stage, Gerard, and just look at you and go, "Yo, clear the fucking stage, man."
One moment, dude. I'm just almost done with my solo.
You can roll me some kind of check to see how that goes, but are you trying to roll a performance check to just perform it super well? Are you trying to roll intimidation, persuasion? What's it gonna be?
Performance. I want to wow these people with my hot air guitar.
All right, go for it.
I rolled a 10. I know that our show is called High Rollers. That was a lie.
The Ice Devil just looks at you with a kind of... "I said clear the fucking stage, man. I'm not gonna ask you again."
Look, you can either join in or just wait for a second.
In an attempt to kind of distract from this conflict, comes up to like the bug-looking devil, suppressing his urge to eat him as a quasi-frog, and says, "What kind of car you drive?"
He just turns to you. "It's a fucking bike."
Yeah. "What kind of bike you drive?"
I mean, it's a hell bike. It's a nice one, though. Just came into a lot of cash.
Yeah?
You can come into a lot of cash, too, if you want.
I like cash,
Yeah.
but I like cars more.
Well, cash buys cars.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
How do you get this cash?
That's the talent. Let me get on stage and I'll tell everybody in this joint.
Okay, but after the guitar, I'm kind of a part of this band. I wave around my fingers to show the prestidigitation is my work.
Now, I will allow that you can give Gerard advantage on their performance check, which was fantastic, or you could roll something by yourself. I don't mind, whatever you want.
Cool. I'll give Gerard the advantage.
Nice.
Sweet. Can I also use thaumaturgy?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Do I want more bass? Yeah. I'm gonna make this more bassy. Like I'm gonna use thaumaturgy essentially to make my voice more like it's going through an effects pedal.
All right, cool.
For that real heavy shred. Yeah. So, I rolled so performance plus 7. Y'all, I rolled a natural 20. So that's a 27.
There's that high roller. Good. There it is. Nice one. So yeah, the Ice Devil just looks back and Gerard just suddenly goes from like a person on stage just going, "Yeah, fucking..." Suddenly it's like there's like a subwoofer reverb and the whole place just shakes a little bit, and suddenly the Ice Devil looks at you like, all right, nice. And just turns around and finds somewhere to sit. Lua, through all of this, you've probably not been that aware of what's going on unless you want to be because you are so drunk.
So, when Lua hears the reverb, he's just gonna kind of whip.
Such a good drunk whip. It was such a good drunk whip. What?
And then he kind of just like falls on the table and he passes the fuck out. I don't make the rules. That's how it goes.
Cool. Lua's out on the deck. Gerard, as you finish your cracking solo, there's like a bit of clapping. Like people are actually like, yeah. Like there's people around you like, that was great. There's people like clapping. The Ice Devils, they're clapping two chitinous sort of, they've got multiple hands, but clapping two chitinous hands together is...
Meanwhile, Rahazur is looking at his hands and he's like, whoa, did I do that?
Thank you. And yeah, Gerard is a good, they recognize when it's time to pass the stage, so I'll take my bows and head off.
You get a proper respect as you walk off, like the Ice Devil's proper into your music. Yeah.
Never let the music end.
Oh, I'm not doing okay. The Ice Devil gets him onto the stage and just turns around to the whole bar, all 9 floors of it. All right, everyone, listen up. There's a new demon lord in town. Got a lot of money. Wants people to come and help out. Be part of the gang. Basically, it's pretty good wages, and you also get a lot of perks. Do you want to be in my gang?
Rahazur asks, do you get to drive cars or only bikes?
Hey, you can do what you like. But yeah.
What's their theme tune like?
I don't think they have a theme tune. That'd be oh wow, you could write the theme tune.
I was gonna pass, but I reckon I could write a rockin' guitar solo.
Fuck yeah. Okay, this is I'm liking the way this is going. Okay, all right. Lua, are you awoken by any of this? People shouting, people talking?
Yeah, so Lua does another one of... and he's like... and then he, passes out again.
Cool. As you're all discussing this, the doors at the top of this space open again, and in step... Actually, before they do, from outside, you can just hear... And then the doors open and in step, and we've not described them physically, so here's the wonderful opportunity. Andreas, Judah, what do people see as you step into this space?
Actually, I probably don't look like myself. I probably, I probably look like the most nondescript person ever.
Devil?
Yeah, no, I'm probably still a person, but...
So in through the door walks an incredibly nondescript person. Thank you very much, Matt.
Like a human, or what do you look like?
Like a human?
I'm a human. I'm a human. I'm mid-30s. I'm just the most that guy in the background that you're just like, why was he in our photo? Do we know him? That guy. Yeah.
I was going to say a bit like yourself, but mid-30s. Come on, are you kidding?
Definitely not. That's why we play D&D, people, so we can live the fantasy of ourselves.
Yeah, I want to be nondescript and mid-30s. That's all I ever wanted. Good.
I want to be a gross ooze man.
Yeah, that's all I ever wanted. And Andreas.
I'm a 6'10" human, tanned AF, although I am presently wearing almost full plate mail with full face visor and plume in the helm. I have 3 weapons strapped around me at various places. And yeah, I'm of Romeo Gratian origins, aka Chisenza.
That's 2.
And just like as alpha male as you can possibly get.
So the most toxic man you've ever seen and the most boring man you've ever seen walk into a bar.
Andreas isn't toxic.
Just looks at it. I mean, let's face it, this plate armor that Andreas is wearing is the kind of armor that Roman Greek could look, where it's full plate, but it's got holes in all the wrong places. Like the underarm is still open, the sidearm is still open.
It's the flexibility.
The legs are basically covered by a kilt, and looking at this guy, underwear's probably not a thing he knows about. But yeah.
He probably removed some of the bits because he's like, this is just too... I wanted it when I saw it in the shop window, but God, so bulky.
But anyway, these two walk into this space, and you are walking. There is a large flight of stairs that sort of curves down from the main door to the bottom floor where most of these people seem to be congregating around. As you walk your way in, you can see there's a whole bunch of devils, and this ice devil, clearly in charge, is just watching you as you walk in, and is going to roll a history check. Doesn't recognize you.
Yes.
What?
I know. Rolled low.
I'm sort of looking around as I walk in, sort of just... People know me.
Yeah.
I think Rahazor would be very interested based on the revving car sounds that he heard outside, and he would get another Corona and do that thing where he'll bring it over. I think go to Andreas since he's the taller of the two. Mm-hmm. Kind of do that thing where he'll give him the drink and then use his own bottle to open the drink for the other guy.
Nice.
What are you driving? I'm Rahazor.
You're muted, Toby.
Devil Chevy. The Chevy. Yeah.
That's cool. Can I take it for a spin?
Maybe after a couple of drinks.
All right, we'll drink up then. I think I'm gonna have some cash coming in. This guy's gonna pay me for something or other.
Chris, I'm assuming we're loaded post-Mammon campaign.
Oh yeah, you two are both filthy stinking rich. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, if you need cash, we have cash. It is nice seeing a non-fiend in the fiendish hells.
I mean, looking at Rahazor might be some kind of fiend. That's a weird
It's
looking...
nice seeing a debatable creature who appreciates these cars.
Yeah. I think I'm more interested in the cars than the cash. The cash is just for cars, you know?
Have you had a bubbling bugbear before?
No.
Barkeep, 3 bubbling bugbears and one for yourself.
No, that's all right. Just
makes 4.
No, just two of those, please, barkeep. That's fine, thanks. Yeah.
Is that your small son?
It is now. Small son, I was not ordering for you. I was about to ask you. You don't want a bubbling bugbear?
No. I mean, I feel like one of us should be able to drive away from here if we need to.
I can drive.
Yeah, we both can drive. I'm downing this drink.
Hang on,
Right,
what
so
drink?
it's given me.
Oh, that's just a beer.
That was a Corona,
that's just a
yeah.
Corona, yeah.
Yeah.
The barkeep behind us going, what's a bubbling bugbear? Sorry.
Oh, fine. 1, 2, 10 beers. What is this thing?
What thing? What do you...
The one I just drank.
Oh, that's a Corona.
I'll
Very
have 10 of those.
Yeah, me too. I'll have 12. I'm a little taller. I need more.
How tall is Raza?
Nowhere near as tall.
This is fantastic. I will have 13, which is 12 plus 1, because Andreas is a giant.
We have a mathematician here. I like that. That's good for cars. Okay. I will stick with what I have. It all loses out anyway. I don't need more. There'll be a problem for the establishment. I'm not that kind of guy.
Okay. Judah,
I'm ordering as many beers as I can.
Judah, while these two toxic off, what are you doing?
Well, I want to say. So, are you looking for work then? Are you like actively looking for work?
Yeah, I'm looking for adventure. You know.
I say very good.
Oh well, I think you've come to the right place. It must have been meant for us to be here.
Oh yeah.
Should we just give a shout out?
There's a
My
lot.
name is Andreas Taurus, the giant of Tresentar.
Judah, as Andreas gets on stage and starts doing this, as he shouts out his name, all of the bar suddenly, all of the conversation just stops.
We are going to crush the pig, the defiler. Because of all my pain. Mammon! We have money, beers, and we have a fantastic car.
Don't drink too much, Judah. We may get into a scrap.
Yeah, you could hear a pin drop at this point in time. Rahazur, Gerard, you both noticed that the temperature in here suddenly got very frosty. Lua, that shouting probably woke you up again.
Yeah, as soon as he hears Andreas's voice, he pops up from the table and he's like, I smell dick.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, damn, it's hot in here.
Is there a collar plate?
And then...
And he kind of just, he looks around and he sees Andreas. He's like, oh. And he, have y'all seen Wolf of Wall Street?
Yes.
You know that part where Leo DiCaprio does a lot of drugs and he like falls out of the car? That's exactly what Lua's doing. And he's just slowly, like limb by limb, and he's just like worming across the floor. It's a terrible sight. It's so embarrassing. And he like goes up to the stage and he like grabs onto Andreas's leg, and pulls himself up, and he pulls on his shirt, pulls himself up, and like literally it just looks like a little kid just kind of hanging off this giant. And he's like, hey. My name's Lua. What's your name?
I'm Andreas Taurus. Good to meet you, Lua. You are looking for fine hero adventuring work. I see you drink like a hero.
Not that I'm advocating alcoholism.
Thank you, Toby. The bar is still incredibly silent, and there's all of these eyes just as Lua... just everyone is watching this spectacle as it happens.
And doing it in leather is just atrocious.
Oh.
Like
all the way across the floor, definitely.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We have room in the car for one more hero.
And Lua's still just hanging on.
Rahazor comes over and gives Andreas another Corona and says, hey, you need help with your other son?
Although this is not my son, I suspect they do want me to be their daddy.
And Lua's like, I mean, it's not wrong.
Right, so as you go over, do you have any kind of social awareness? I'm just checking.
No, Rahazor is like I don't know, he's charismatic but dumb. So
would he have noticed that everyone in this bar is looking at this spectacle with a kind of like pretty angry worry? Like the tone in here has gotten very frosty. Would you have noticed that? Do you want to roll an insight check?
Yeah. Okay, I'll roll insight. Let's do it.
There we go. Yeah.
That's
Gerard, how are you dealing with this?
13.
Yeah, the shit's about to go down. So you going over means you're setting a very clear side that you are on, unless you're trying to calm everything down. So what is your intent?
I think he's fine to just go over. And
Okay, cool. Yeah?
likes a tall guy.
Yeah, like the tall guy. That makes sense. Gerard?
I think there's a sane core of Gerard who's just thinking, I'm in danger.
Quite. Yeah. Yep. Just a little bit.
I'm out of my depth. I just came here to rock and party on.
Apparently, so did Lua. Okay, good.
Yeah, Gerard's just kind of still just I think Gerard's internalizing this monologue and it's just gonna watch for a minute.
Sure.
They like to watch. They're a watcher.
In this context, be cautious. Good, yeah.
Yep.
Hey, Tabaxi, you must know Flutter of Wings. Also, Tabaxi. Yes?
Yeah, because all tabaxis know each other. Great.
I try and we've worked on this that I will give Andreas a certain look when he's saying something that's not quite right.
Yeah.
I give him that look now, like,
The system of a toxicity. Yes. I will stop.
Judah, you're intelligent. I apologize to you in advance for this. Not this as in this moment, the whole campaign. You note what is going on and how the situation is going down, and your danger sense is very well attuned. You can see that all of these devils, the Ice Devil in particular, they look furious. They look absolutely furious, and the bar person has just done one of these. Just slowly sunk behind the bar, and patrons who are not involved in this, there's one or two of them still here, are just doing that, like, get up, sidle, round the edge, and just getting out of dodge. Clearly this is going to be a problem.
Can I ask,
Yep.
the central bug one, how close is he to his companions? Like, where are they kind of situated?
They are all congregated around like a third of this room. They're basically at this point, if the bar's in the center and the stage is at one side, they are in between the bar and the stage, because that's where he was setting up to talk to everyone.
I think Rahazor, noticing that the tensions increase more, and more importantly that the barkeep seems to be gone and no longer serving drinks.
Sure.
I think he'll just like casually with his drink come over to the devils and say, "Hey, I think you guys need a drink. You seem a little bit tense." And I think he'll try to cast Calm Emotions.
Oh, intriguing. How does your spellcasting like manifest? What does it look like? How do you do it?
I think he holds out a hand and his eye stalks kind of wiggle a little bit. And perhaps there's a little bit of movement of his differing patches of skin. Just like it looks gross. You want to vomit a little bit, but then that passes as your emotions and your gut are calmed.
Mammon have eye stalks.
No, Mammon does not have eye stalks. Mammon looks like a snake.
Oh.
The Ice Devil. Is that a wisdom save?
It's charisma 17.
Charisma save. Ha! Well, he rolled a 25. Just looks at you.
Yeah.
What are you working with them now? Is that what it is?
It has a 20 foot radius, so any of the other ones around him would also.
There's 10 of them.
Do those.
A couple of them seem to chill out a little bit, but only about a third of them. But yeah, he's just like, you trying to what? You trying to cause some trouble? Is that what you're doing? Looks up at you, Andreas. Hey! Hey, you!
My name is Andreas Doros.
Yeah, I heard of you. Just silence.
I am not surprised. I am extremely famous.
You trying to kill Mammon?
Yes.
That you and me got a problem.
Oh, I might not actually be your only problem. Were they your motorbikes outside?
What?
What? I cast protection from evil.
Rahazor doesn't understand the flow of conversation, so he interjects and goes, have you heard of me? My name's Rahazor. You heard of him? I haven't heard of him, but maybe you've heard of everyone?
Yeah, he's the guy who deposed our new master. He's the one who caused all this. I mean, I should thank you, I guess. I got money now, but...
That sounds good. You should thank him then, if you got money now.
Yeah, but now it's my job to take him down, so...
So maybe you want to step outside and check out your bikes.
Why?
Bikes aren't as interesting as cars. He's right, Andreas.
Maybe we should go and check out my car, because you are right. It is much better than...
Yeah, let's go check out the car.
Yeah, I start walking outside.
Rahazor is very proud because he thinks he's diffused the tension by mentioning the car.
Yeah, well done. Lua, you're still hanging off Andreas.
Yep, and when Andreas says, let's go outside, I say, yeah, daddy. And he's still hanging on.
I think like it's just in a bicep.
Gerard, you're watching all of this unfurl. I mean, it's definitely a dangerous situation. Are you trying to leave as well? Are you trying to get out of Dodge? Yeah, you trying to leave?
Does your car have a musical imp?
Amazingly, it does, yeah.
Oh, I've got this sweet song it could play. I've been looking for someone with a musical imp so I could get it to play. And I hold up a little disc, it's a magical disc.
Sure.
I'm like, yeah, can I play this on your musical imp?
You can try and put it in it. I'll just tell it to sing things.
Cool. I'll come with you then. Bye. Like, Jared's just really awkward, like, just wants to leave, just wants to be out. Sure. It's just taking this as a way out.
As the five of you move towards the door, your way is blocked by some of these devils who were moving around the space, who've just cordoned off the stairwell. There's 3 of them in your way.
I will call these the biker devils from bars.
Okay. That happens.
That's...
Your little devils are in our way. So you can either leave with us and step outside and look at these pieces of garbage that your bikes are, or you can tell these little mice to scurry out of our way.
All right. I got a job to do and I was being respectful. But now you're being shitty about my bike.
Oh, no. If you step outside and look at it, you will see it is basically good for the scrap heap now. I am not very good at parking. We have no cars in the prime material plane.
Rahazor leans over and says, I can teach you how to park, don't worry.
Oh, thank you very much. I have no license or anything.
I mean, we were moving towards initiative anyway, but I think at this point, it's clearly about to go down. Could everyone please roll me initiative?
Oh, I wanted them to see their bikes.
No!
They would have been really upset.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Right, just shout them out. I've got an initiative tracker. So,
Wow. Hey.
what we got?
Oh, hang on. My cat's...
Did I hear 10? Who said 10?
10.
10.
18.
18.
5
Where was the 12?
20.
Lua.
Thank you. What was yours, Matt?
22 for me.
Ooh. And Gerard.
9.
Clerics. Good. Right.
Chris, because I have the alert feat.
Yes, babes.
If I'm like, it's about to kick off, can I draw my weapons? Because so far I've just been like drinking beers and carrying an elf.
How are you drawing your weapons when you're carrying an elf?
I'm dropping, well, I'll fight one-handed, but
Oh, okay.
I feel like the elf was hanging on rather than...
No, there was a fireman's lift. It was established canonically.
a fireman's lift would be over the back. This is literally on the...
like sort of bent over the bicep entirely. Wow. Yeah. So look.
And Lou is like just feeling up the bicep and just kind of snuggling on him.
Fair. Yeah, fair. Right. In which case, Judah, what a surprise. Fucking Judah. Rolled the highest initiative. What do you do? So far, you've been looked unassuming and looked like you've got nothing special about you. How do you want to handle this situation? As described, there's this bottom level of the bar. It's maybe 50 foot square, this space. It's not that big. There's this bar in the center with all of these drinks on it. There's the stage, various devils hanging around. The ice devil's about 10, 20 feet away from the lot of you. You're all moving towards the door, but the way is blocked by 3 of these bearded devils. And the stairs go up, curve, go up. There's like a big spiral way, but it goes up 9 floors.
Okay. So, but did we come in the doors on this level, or did we come in the doors and go down?
Come in the doors and went down.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Misty Step, and I'm going to appear on the stairs behind these 3 that are blocking us.
Sure, no problem. You reappear.
And I am going to draw my bow and fire arrows into them.
From behind?
Yes.
Sweet, do it.
And because I'm going...
Hang on, are you still looking nondescript?
Yeah, I still look nondescript. I still look like a...
So this random nondescript human suddenly teleports, appears behind the devils, and then pulls a bow out of nowhere and starts shooting arrows directly into the backs of these 3. How are you shooting your arrows? What are you doing? You've already had your bonus actions, so what are you doing? How's it going?
Okay, I am... I'm just looking for the thing, because I think I get advantage if I go first with my snipery...
Sharpshooter?
Thing. No, with the fact that I am a sneaky, roguey assassin.
Yes.
Yeah, I get advantage on attack rolls against a creature that hasn't gone in the combat yet.
Yep.
So, the first one that I shoot, I am going to...
You auto-crit, don't you?
I auto-crit if it's surprised.
It's not surprised.
It's not surprised.
I mean, it's surprised. In D&D terms, it's not surprised.
Yeah, not officially surprised, but it is like, why is somebody shooting me in the back?
Why is this nondescript human so good at this? What is going on?
Okay, that's really good, because I roll with advantage when I do that.
Yes,
that is 31, amazingly.
To hit?
To hit.
I think you teleport behind and you pull the bow out as you appear, just spin round and start firing. How far up the stairs are you?
Probably just about 10 feet upstairs.
So you're literally just behind them and just appear and just start firing arrows very quickly into their backs. Why not?
Okay, I'm going to, because I have advantage, I get to roll all the dice, which is good.
Yes.
But also I'm going to do a trip attack.
Yeah,
which is when I hit the creature, I can do that.
You're aiming for you're trying to slit their Achilles tendon with an arrow shot from behind.
Yeah.
Gross. Yeah. Cool.
So I'm going to add that to the dice as well. So, in fact, let's roll it on here because it's easier.
So many dice.
So many dice.
Before you ask, Judah is a combination fighter, rogue, and warlock, right?
Yes. Yeah. We've gone warlock now.
Yeah. It's a horrific combination.
It's pretty good. So that is going to be... Sorry, you can...
No. This is what level 15 combat is like. People must know. Lots of dice rolling and waiting for dice rolls and working out how much things add up to.
So that's a 7.
So many things on my character sheet now.
You're level 15. That's what happens. There is a lot of choice.
There's a lot of things to read.
No, yeah.
That's going to be another 7. That's 19. So that is 19 damage.
You turn, and what saving throw am I making for the trip attack? Strength?
There's really...
Strength, innit?
I think so.
Yep.
Sorry, trip attack.
That's all good. That is a 15.
Sorry, this is...
All good.
Not used this character in a while.
Yeah.
No. Let's go actions. It's in there, isn't it?
Yep.
So, trip attack. Yeah, it's a strength saving throw, and it's a DC 18, so it fails.
So you appear out of nowhere,
the
fire the first one, and just slit one of them in the Achilles, and they just spin, screaming to the floor, howling in pain. 1 down, 2 still block the stairs.
Okay, that's cool. I am going to also attack another one because I get a second attack.
Yes, you do.
So that is going to be it's just 24 this time because
I mean, it still hits.
Yeah.
In a shock to no one.
In a shock to no one. And that is going to be 12 damage.
12 damage to the second. So the second arrow just thumps into the other one from the side. As you spin, drop, fire off 2 arrows very quickly. Are you staying there? You haven't done any movement yet.
Yeah. I will maybe. No, to be honest, I'm pretty sure people are going to looking at the assembled people we have here. I'm pretty sure some of them have melee weapons. All right? Is
yes.
that,
yeah.
Kind of look like that. Yeah. I'm pretty sure these 3 are going to be engaged otherwise, so I'm not gonna. I might move 10 more feet back.
Sure.
Is what I'll do.
You're 20 feet up the stairs. At this point, the stairs start to curve and become the first balcony. So you're already part of the way up there. Andreas, Judah has done Judah. Judah's done what Judah always does and noped out of combat. You are currently holding Lua in one hand. You can have a weapon in the other. That's totally fine. What would you like to do?
So Judah took out one of the 3?
No, Judah did some damage to one of the 3. He did damage to 2 of them, but nowhere near enough to knock him out. No.
No, but
okay.
I knocked one of them prone is what I did.
Yeah.
So I tripped
So I will... how far away are the 3 blocking the exit?
About 5 feet ahead of you. They're basically in melee with you already.
Oh, okay. And the leader of the gang?
About 10, 20 feet behind you. So let's say 15.
Okay, so I've got to go for these 3, unless I do funky stuff. Okay, I am going to say, wake up, little elf, or just stay asleep. Just start flailing these 3.
Okay.
And I say, someone smell chicken. So I start smashing my flail into their faces. Or hopefully I do.
Do you go for the one that's...
have terrible rolls.
Do you go for the one that's downed on the ground, or do you go for 2 still standing?
I'm probably going to go for all of them. But I'll start with the one on the ground, because you get advantage against a prone.
You do. You absolutely do.
So I hopefully I'll hit on the first.
Cool. So you grab your flail and just swing down with an almighty overhead crack into the person on the ground. So let's see how much damage you do. See what that hits.
19?
Yeah, that hits. Yeah.
Yes. That is 11 damage.
It crunches into the side of their head on the ground as you sort of smack down. They roll over, like screaming, their Achilles clearly torn, and their face half caved in from the hip, but they're not dead yet.
I am going to use a... Actually, it's a bit of a waste. No, I'm going to use a charge. It's a flat... No, they're on the floor. It's fine. I'm going to hit one of their mates.
As you hit down, you backswing with the flail and go to the one next to them. The one that Judah hit with an arrow, or a different one. There's 3.
Oh, yeah, the one that Judah hit with an arrow.
Sure, could be the next one. So you swing back and go for the side of the head again.
So I have 2 attacks, which is exciting.
Yes.
Oh, that's dirty 20.
Yeah, that hits you.
And that is another 11 damage.
Yeah, you smack out twice, and these 2 start reeling down and to the side. You're clearing a bit of a passageway if you want to, but they're all quite close because there's still attack opportunities.
So on this one, I'm expending a charge of the Flail of Horror. So it needs to make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw or become frightened.
Let's see what happens. Wisdom save.
Yeah.
I have rolled a natural 1.
Yes! This might be the only time this has ever worked.
As you smack in the side of the head, they stumble to the side slightly and just look at you with a look of like, oh god, like you get the sense they've heard of you, and that is starting to worry them because they know the carnage that you sow.
And I say, I knew I could smell chicken.
Just go wait for the chicken nuggets.
Any bonus actions?
I'm going to use an action surge, which I believe gives me another 2 attacks.
It does, yes, it does.
I'm going to hit the one I haven't hit yet.
Sure, go for the third.
Because, prison rules, just go for all of them, basically.
What? In what prison is that? Okay.
Oh, 13. That's probably a miss.
13 is their AC. You just hit.
Yeah. Shocking. Okay.
Bang, bang. Third one.
Only 6 damage on that one.
Cool. You hit the third in the way on the stairs. All 3 of them now been hit. And your fourth attack.
Well, I'm also going to expend a charge from the flail on that one. I mean, this is called clearing a path, right?
Yeah. I have rolled a... What is that? 8. Your flail hits. 2 of them are shrinking back from you in terror. More like the flail has a certain horrific effect, but it kind of amplifies ambient fear, and their fear is of the rumors of you that they have heard. Andreas is a figure of some renown.
And the last one is going back to the one on the floor.
Okay. You have a bonus action. You could, if you want to, do more.
That would be a natural 20, making it 30.
Well, yeah, you hit. So the one on the floor, as you scare these two, you just look at them. Do you say anything? Go on, give us a really good vibe.
100%. I was thinking I'm going to say this if I hit, and I was going to make it the people's elbow.
Can you smell what the giant is cooking? Chicken.
It's chicken. So as you crush down with the flail, roll the damage on that.
So, it does it automatically.
Yes,
I
it does.
love D&D Beyond. That's an 8 and a 7 on the dice. So +5, that's 20 damage.
Wow.
As you spin back and turn and people's elbow with the flail down on this one on the floor, you just land on its head and it's just crushed underneath you.
Oh. I would like to use some of my movement to stand back up again.
Fine, yeah.
And I will do a bonus action to sort of try and... Well, I want to see if... Is Lua okay? Lua, are you responsive? Little elf, are you awake?
Debatable.
I will not wait longer than 6 seconds for your answer.
He's just like, I'm fine. I'm getting there. Just give me a minute.
During all of this, you're just like, just taking it all in. Cool, fine. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I will do anything with my bonus action, to be honest. I already cast Evil bonus action.
Start of the round, yeah.
The rest are concentration. So yeah, I'm not going to do 2 weapon fighting because I've got an elf in one hand. So
okay. Speaking of which, Lua, it's your turn. What are you up to?
So, you said that the leader was behind?
Yep.
Andreas?
Yep.
Okay.
15 foot
So
away.
he, to the best of his ability, he's going to try to shoot him with his short bow. So, we'll see how this goes.
Whilst on the back,
We got a 10.
you just fire an arrow, goes flying off, hits the bar, ding, 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 bounces around the room a little bit, doesn't actually do anything, and the ice devil doesn't even move, just looks, and then looks back, like just nope, like nothing, absolutely nothing with that. Any bonus actions, Lua?
Yeah. He's gonna try to throw a dagger at him this time.
Fuck it.
18?
Against the ice devil.
Yeah.
Hang on. Yeah, that hits, yeah. 18 is his AC.
Yay! Okay, cool. Let me go here and roll that damage.
Add your sneak attack.
Oh no, not that dagger. That was my family heirloom.
A whopping 8 damage.
Did you roll all your sneak attack as well?
Oh shit, you're right. You're
Rogues.
right.
Rogues.
A 12. There we go.
You're a 15th level rogue. 8 plus 12 or 12 total?
Yeah. 12 total. Ooh, wait, I read that wrong. Hold
Then
on.
you get like 46.
Yeah, it's way more
Yeah.
than
I
that.
have eight D6s. Hold on. I know how to play this, I swear. Okay, 42. That's better.
There you go, rogues. You throw your dagger, and it just goes flying out. And as it does, where do you impact the Ice Devil? Because you do a serious amount of damage, and he is not expecting this. You fired an arrow, and he just went, like,
Right
what can you possibly do to me? And then you just go, pull it down, and it just hits. It hits really, really badly.
Right in the throat, so he can shut up.
Just no smart words, just like collapses a little, just with a dagger just sticking out of the throat. Horrified. Nice. Okay. It's the bearded devil's turn. That one's dead. The two on the stairs, they can't get closer to you because they're frightened of you. Do they have to run away, Tobes?
It was the fear effect, so yeah, I believe they have to. And also turn to Lure and say, you handled these well.
Well, we're steering into the skin, aren't we? Cool. Right, so the two of them that are scared of you, they have to use their turn running away. And they do. They can run up the stairs towards Judah, and they will. Do they have to dash away from you? Is it the full fear effect?
I mean, it is the full fear effect. I just don't know what the full fear becomes frightened of you
Yep.
for 1 minute.
So just frightened. They don't have to
I
run away.
believe they've got to use their full.
No, that's a fear. That's a different spell. If they are frightened of you, they are frightened of you and just they're like generally terrified, but they're still going to like strike out at you because you are terrifying. But their boss is worse. Right, so they're both going to attack you with disadvantage, Andreas. The first one rolls with disadvantage. That's still a 23. Does that hit you? Cool.
Certainly does.
It's going to strike out with its glaive towards you, and it's also, as it gets close, as it strikes out, just, its beard sort of horribly like extends and starts to like get all up in your grill as well. Also with disadvantage. Lucky boy, that's only a 14 to hit you.
No.
Nope. The other one is also going to try and strike out at you. That's terrible. That's 12 to hit you.
No. Sorry, what was the damage from the first one?
I'm doing it in a sec. And the beard was 9 to hit you. So they're just flailing wildly with their glaives, trying to do something to you while their beards sort of snap out at you a little as well. However, one of the glaive strikes does impact you. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
It's a dirty 20.
Cool. It cuts across you, but it doesn't scar you with its infernal wound, so you only take 10 points of damage. These glaives have a weird red tinge to them and look a bit like being cut by them is bad. Some classic descriptive DMing there. There we go. Good.
Can I ask what the fear effect does then? Is it just...
They're frightened of you. They have disadvantage on attack rolls.
Okay.
Yeah. And they're also canonically frightened of you, which is nice. Cool. That's the two on the stairs. The others around the bar are just going to like yelling and hollering, going to start running in around their boss and just engage with everyone there, desperately trying to stop this mess from unfolding. Now they all get 2 attacks, and there are 7 of them running around. So 2 are going to go for Rahizur, 2 are going to go for Gerard, 2 more are going to go for Andreas, and one's going to try and hit Lua on Andreas's arm. Perfect. So Rahizur does a god dang, there it is, 7 hit you?
No.
Does a 21 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. The glaive swings over your head, but that strange beard sort of reaches out to you and tries to bite you. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Please do well. Ooh, okay, 20.
Yeah, it bites you in places, but you're not poisoned. You still take 9 points of damage. And the other one, that is a 17 and a 16. Did they hit you?
Yes, both do, but I'm going to use the shield reaction to one of them.
Shield counts for both, so it will mean that the attacks don't hit. How does your shield manifest? What does it look like?
It's +5 AC, and it manifests as kind of like I think like whenever something tries to hit me, it's just like a bit of ooze that's like outside of me drips down.
You.
Okay. Right, so just two of them hitting you, just sort of horrified, like just. What is your current AC?
It's 13. Plus, it'll be 18. Sorry,
cool, lovely. Just 18 for now, just so I know. Cool. 2 are going for you, Gerard. As you're just like, I'm not here. 1 rolls a nat 1, but the beard gets a 22 to hit you.
I'm protected by the power of Iron Maiden.
Yeah, you are. Does that give you a bonus to AC?
No.
All right. Roll me a con saving throw as the beard bites you.
I rolled a 13, 14, 15.
15. Yeah, you are fine. You're not poisoned, but you do take 6 points of piercing damage from the beard as it bites through you at various places. The other one running towards you swings out with its glaive and with its beard. Its beard doesn't get close to you because that's only an 8, but the glaive rolls a 14.
I love bearded devils. I just love the idea of an attack beard. It's my favorite thing.
And they're all grunge metal beards,
totally biker as well.
If I could grow an attack beard, I absolutely would grow an attack beard.
I have an attack beard.
Good. I hope you use that for good.
I do.
14 is exactly my AC.
So it hits you unless you want a shield or anything like that.
I don't have any.
Don't have it. Okay, as the glaive reaches out again, con saving throw, please. Get used to making a lot of these in this fight.
19 plus 2,
cool.
21
Again,
math.
This strange sort of red metal does cut through you, but it doesn't, again, leave a horrible burning demonic scar. It just hits you for 10 points of damage. They can't get through to Judah. There are 2 attacking Andreas right now. Yes?
I also need to do a concentration check.
Yeah, roll a con save.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how to do it because I don't play many wizards.
Wizard.
A wizard, Harry.
I'm fine. 21.
Why was that? Yeah, never mind. I did the wrong voice. Cool. So, Andreas, the first one striking out at you rolls a 15 and a 16.
No.
Cool. Just flailing wildly, but ding, ding, just bouncing off the armor, no effect. The second, it's even worse. Again, 2 of them are just flailing, and you've got 4 all around you flailing at you, but none are managing to do too much to you. One's going to try and go for you, hanging over the arm, Lua.
Trying to hold Lua out of harm's way.
Yeah. That's why only 1 gets through. You're surrounded by 5 at this point
smashed.
in time. Correct. Lua, the glaive is a 9 to hit you, so that probably misses.
Yes, it does.
But the beard is a non-natural 20.
I guess that hits.
Roll me a con save.
A 13.
13 is enough. You are not poisoned by it, but you do take 9 points of damage as this weird beard just comes out and bites you at various points.
Cool.
Yeah? Is that enough to shake you out of your stupor, or is it just, it's like a bad dream?
In the middle.
Oh, okay. Good.
In the middle.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Someone get me a glass of water.
Rahizur, they are surrounding you now. There are these bearded devils everywhere, all around you and all of your new friends, it seems, just trying to kill you, slow you down, you're not sure, but they are definitely here for a party. What would you like to do?
Are they quite literally surrounding me? Like, how many are around me?
There are 9 currently around you and your allies. It's a bar fight. They're everywhere.
Yeah. Okay. Let me think. How many are within 5 feet of me?
There were 2 attacking you. I would say with other people around you, there's probably 3, and you can move so you don't hit any of your allies without any attacks of opportunity. I'd allow that.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. And let me see if I do this. How many are within 10 feet of me? Is there a way I can get like a bunch within 10 feet but not hit my allies?
I think if you got a bunch within 10 feet of you, you could, but you definitely hit some of your allies. It's up to you how Razo feels about that.
Okay, yeah, I think Rahazor is willing to, if the math works out, if he hits other people, yeah, let's do it. I think he's going to try to cast Arms of Hadar, the Dark Hunger. And so basically it's battering everyone within 10 feet of me, and it's a strength 17 saving throw, and then we'll do the damage.
Okay, right. Andreas, Judah, Gerard, and Lua, can you all make me a dexterity check just to see who it hits?
Yeah. Is it definitely? Am I not too far?
Oh no,
away?
you're too far away. Just 3 then. Just
okay.
Gerard and Andreas and Lua. That's fine. Just a dex check. Just a basic dex check.
14.
14. Bree, what was that? I didn't hear that.
A 9.
9.
9.
17.
Cool. Gerard and Lua are hit, but Andreas is not. So, in which case, can you both make me strength saving throws, and all of the demons will make strength saving throws as well. And I'm going to say, because you went for a 10-foot cube and tried to everyone, you'll hit all of them. That's perfectly valid.
Yay.
So I'm rolling 7 strength saves, plus 5. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 dice. Yeah.
Nice.
Cool. So we have 16, 22, 18, 9, 12, 12, 9.
So 17, so whoever's under that.
Yeah, that'll be me.
Ooh, sorry.
Lua, what was your strength save?
What?
What was your strength save?
19.
19. So Lua's fine. Kim's fine. Gerard is not. And of the devils you hit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them.
Okay, so it's going to be, so the people who have saved are only going to take half of this.
Oh my god.
And then the others will take full. Oh my god, I have the low, okay. I rolled a 1, and a 2, but this is why it's good to be a sorcerer. I'm going to use a sorcery point.
Yep.
To empowered spell. When you roll damage for a spell, you can spell one sorcery point to reroll up to 4. Because that was trash. Let me go back to it. Where was it? Now I lost all my spells. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, great. That's much better. It's 11.
11 points of damage and half to 5 if you take half damage.
Yes, and on a failed save, they can't take reactions until the next turn as well.
Well, these horrible rubbery tentacles are just like, describe how they come out of you. Let's have this horrible visual.
Yeah, so I think like from under my beard, and so it's just like a whole bunch of tentacles are like coming out. And maybe from like under the jean shorts too. Just extra drama there. Yeah, and they're just doing some bad things and taking people out. And then as a bonus action, I'd like to cast telepathic speech to Judah.
Is that a spell, or is that? It's just is it a free thing you can do?
Yeah, it's no. As a bonus action, choose one creature within 30 feet.
Oh yeah, that's fine. As long as it's not like another named spell, you can only do one around. So, go on. As you telepathically talk to Judah. Sure. Yep.
Yeah, and I'd say, so, you got any boosts for your car? It's Rahazor, by the way. I'm in your mind.
Metro.
Yeah, I was going to say out of game. I haven't seen the stats for this card, but I'm imagining we would have something that's like a switch that we can.
Yeah, it's got turbo mode. Yeah.
Knock switch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We flick the switch and we move.
Oh, can I drive? Okay, we'll talk about this later.
As horrible tentacles come out of your pants and your beard and start.
Like, look, Rahazor has to distract himself from the grossness sometimes, you know? Like, he gets it.
It's fair. And as you do this, the boss is just going to this Paul is going to grab the dagger in his throat and just yank it out. There's a spurt of like ichor from it, and just grin horribly and run into the fight. And that's where we'll pick up after our break.
Whoa.
Oh. Well, you've set the tone, you horrible, horrible people. Great. Good. Let's pick up there in 5:10. See you all in a bit. Bye.
Cool.
And welcome back. So, we are in the middle of the first of our hellish combats for Agents of the Nine Hells Redux. And you are currently in the midst of a ton of bearded devil biker gang people just trying to lash out at you with their glaives and horrible beards. But then Rahizur one-upped them and lashed out with his horrible beard. Yep. Came from everywhere, that did, and started battering all of them to just horrible tentacles are now wrapped all around you. These horrible, gross-like tentacles just wrapping all around all of you. Gerard, you are also wrapped in these horrible tentacles, and I apologize. Kim, this is just how it goes.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Wouldn't expect anything less.
There we go.
Let's haze the new kid.
But yeah, you are all in the midst of this horrific combat with Andreas slightly further back as... not Andreas, but Judah slightly further back as, what a surprise. But the Ice Devil in charge of these is just pulling the dagger out of his own throat where Lua threw it, is going to take it out, drop it, and just charge directly into this big old fight. He is going to push his way through basically all of you towards Andreas.
Come on, you with me.
Like that.
So Andreas has a slightly Spanish, slightly German accent? Is that what you're doing?
No. Canonically, Chris, my top-class accent work means that day to day, Chisentan accent. Antonio Banderas.
About 3.
When the emotions come out, my Icewind Dale origins, aka Alex Schwarzenegger.
Cool. The leader of the gang is going to come running in. The slightly insectoid-looking one is just going to leap forward at you. He doesn't carry any weapons. He's just going to charge straight towards you, and both of his claws out, his sort of horrible mandible-like mouth going forward. He is large, he is taller than you, and he is going to move forward. And as he does, and all of these different things strike out, from behind, a horrible tail just unfurls and jabs over the shoulder at you as well as all 3 try and hit you. The first is a 20, non-natural. What is your AC?
Yeah, what is your AC? That's awesome.
22.
Unbelievable. So
Gracias, Asmodeus.
So the first bite just like scrapes horribly off the chest plate and doesn't get through to you. The second, however, is a 28. And the third is a 27. So the claws just claw at your midriff. Yes.
Is that with disadvantage, Chris?
Why?
Protection from the evil fiends of hell.
See, I'll re-roll the 2 hits. See if they're lower. Well, that's a 22, so it does hit you. And that is much, much lower. So yeah, the tail also doesn't get through, but the claws do. And he's sort of ravaging around your midriff and managing to find ways into the armor and just like digging in quite deep. There's something quite feral and quite unpleasant about this. The claws both impact deeply, doing a measly, not that good at all, 10 points of slashing damage. However, as they cut deep into you, you are filled with a piercing, horrific cold that chills you to your very bones, and you take another 12 points of cold damage on top of that. Yeah. See who you gotta go at next turn.
I am going to do a concentration check, which is a con save, right?
It is, yes.
13.
You maintain concentration.
Do you need to get above 10?
It's above 10 or half the damage, and there wasn't enough damage done there, so that's fine.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, so you manage to maintain your concentration on the protection of the good. Gerard, you're in the midst of all of this. You're just a rich kid who wanted to play the guitar.
Goddamn conformists. Hi. Chris, could you paint a scene for me and tell me who is closest to me that I don't like? I mean, I don't like a lot of things.
Okay. You are currently surrounded by bearded devils, Rahizur's tentacles, Lua and Andreas are nearby you, Lua hanging off Andreas's shoulder, just being swung around combat wildly. There are bearded devils all around you. There are still 7 of them, all taking various bits of damage or being grabbed and smashed by Rahazor's tentacles. There are 2 in front of Andreas that are clearly a bit frightened of him, that have taken the most damage. But yeah, depending on what you want to do, we can arrange this and situate it however you like. What's on your plate?
Okay.
What's on your docket?
I'm going to try something a bit weird for a cleric.
Yeah.
But I've never played a high-level cleric before.
Love it. Hit it.
And I'm here for one day, so
yeah.
Let's try this. I would like to. It's gonna seem a bit boring, but watch me, lads. So first of all, I'd like to attack one of the bearded devils with my crossbow. So I'm just going to make a straight up shoot with my crossbow.
You are very close to 2 of them, so if you did that, you'd have disadvantage. You can try and shoot one slightly further away, like weirdly shoot one that's slightly further away from you, if there's something clever you have planned.
Actually, in which case, I'm going to mace. I'm going to use my little mace.
Mace!
I got a mace. I got a not a mace.
Is it
mace like a little club?
Hey, it says mace on your sheet. If that's a can of mace, I am a-okay with that.
Well, it's meant to be the melee weapon, but if we're going for a can, I think a rich kid who's gone for a little adventure in the Avernus, it would be a can of mace, right?
Yeah, you just just pull it out.
I'm in danger. So I will roll that.
Do it.
I rolled an 18 on this can of mace to hit.
The devil in front of you, just with a tentacle wrapped around part of itself, just and then suddenly right in its face, just gets like maced right in the face.
And that's 7 points of peppery fire damage.
Yeah, no problem.
And then I would like to use my channel divinity, Touch of Death, to reach out with my other claw and touch it, and just say, "Fear the Reaper," and that does 35 points of necrotic damage. Just straight up. There's no save.
Yeah, because it's when you hit on a melee attack. Yeah, as you do. The mace. Do you are you touch? Is your touch, or is it the mace that you're enchanting to do more with this?
No, I have a magic claw. My claw
so you mace and just and then you reach out and just boop, and as you boop, the devil just screeches in horrible pain and just disintegrates, and not like a Thanos touch, like dust, just pieces, just burn out and away. It's awful. It's
big,
just the
meaty
worst.
Pop. That's my action. I would like to use my bonus action to cast and this is a bonus action, cast a 7th level spell, Divine Word. So you utter a divine word imbued with the power that shaped the world at the dawn of creation. So the word I'm going to utter is Dio. And I can choose any, and this is crazy.
Yep.
Any number of creatures I can see within the 30-foot range. So as many of the bearded devils and stuff that are within 30 feet of me. And could they please make a charisma saving throw?
They
DC
sure
18.
can. Right, so the bearded devils, I'm gonna do all the rolls. Fuck it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Andreas is looking at Judah and going, check out the kid.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only one of them is dead so far, so I need 9. 8, and I'll re-roll 1. Cool. 18, you said?
Yes.
Charisma save. They have a charisma save of 0. Okay, this is easy.
I didn't think bearded devils would be charismatic.
You are correct. So far, none of them have passed. I'll roll 1 more. None of them pass. So all the bearded devils are affected, and the ice devil gets its own roll. That has a much better charisma. Good.
Okay.
Yeah, the ice devil rolls a 17 plus 9, 26.
Okay, that's fine. He can stay. So there's 2 things, and I think I should probably. So the first thing is, this might be negated by what happens in the second paragraph, but depending on their hit points, and I'm really sorry for the amount of admin you're about to have to do, Chris.
No.
But if they have 50 hit points or fewer, they're deafened for a minute. 40 hit points or fewer, they are deafened and blinded for 10 minutes. 30 hit points or fewer, blinded, deafened, and stunned for an hour. 20 points or less, and they are instantly killed. However, this may be negated by this next bit. Regardless of its current hit points, a celestial, an elemental, a fae, or a fiend that fails its save wave is forced back to its plane of origin. Now, if that applies here, will they zap back here or just somewhere else?
They're all from here, so they won't go anywhere. But
can they not just, you know, be zapped back to, like, I don't know, McDonald's or whatever pit that they came out of? Like,
no, if they're on the plane of origin, they don't go anywhere. But two of them, the two that were hit by Andreas at the front and are already scared of him, just fall to the floor screaming, holding their ears as this word "Dio" just echoes around this entire space. The whole bar, like the whole bar goes squiff, just slightly squiff, and everything sort of freaks out. The barman behind us goes "No!" as the whole bar almost earthquakes. Most of them are deafened. Two of them are deaf, blind, and stunned, the two by the stairs. But yeah, the others are just deafened by this effect. Wow.
Rahazor telepathically speaks to Judah and says, I would have used the word car.
simple pleasures. Yeah.
I'm slowly building up a picture in my mind that Rahazor is definitely going to steal our car at some point.
I've already shotgun driving. I mean, why steal? He's good at heart. He's about family.
Gerard, that was a boss round. That was actually I rolled too many dice. One of the demons died already because the devils died already because you touched it. Cool. Yeah, that one's already dead. Cool. Right. Yeah.
If I won't provoke an attack of opportunity, can I snuggle myself back somewhere?
There's still loads all around you. They're deafened, so they're just holding their ears wrapped in these horrible sweaty tentacles from Razor as well. But yeah, just holding their ears in pain. This is a lot.
Sorry.
No, great.
Sorry.
No, good, great.
Please ask me back.
No. Perfect. This is exactly what's supposed to happen. I fucking love it. Judah, you see all of this. You're kind of a step away from it, just watching it all happen.
Yeah, I'm just thinking this new crew that we're building. This is the crew. This is what's gonna kill Mammon. Yeah.
Okay, and what do you do? It's your turn.
Oh, what do I do? So I am going to. How easy is it to hit the guy, the main guy, or is he embedded in the middle of everyone?
I mean, you are a very good shot. You have sharpshooter. You are excellent at targeting your arrows extremely effectively and extremely carefully. You could hit anyone you wanted to at this range easily enough.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm going to try and hit him then, because I figured the quicker we get him down, the more likely these other lesser beings kind of power down a bit.
I mean, to be fair, they're all deaf right now, so
yeah. So. Let's do actions, let's do attack. Right, so, and I have an ally within 5 feet of him, because he's all over
Yeah.
Okay, good. So, plus 12 is, it's only 19.
His AC is 18, you hit.
Oh, awesome.
First shot.
Okay. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll roll the second one as well.
Sure. Do you want to add sharpshooter to it?
Yeah, that's loads more, that's 25.
Did you want to add sharpshooter to it?
I'm gonna actually do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do the one that makes him afraid of me because I don't want him coming after me.
Menacing hit, yeah, sure, that's fine.
Yes.
You can sharpshooter on any attack, Matt. Just take 5 off the to hit, and if you hit, still you add 10 to the damage. That's fine.
No, I don't. Yeah, no, I didn't want to. Yeah, I didn't want to do that just because genuinely the first one would have not hit if I'd done that. So I'm always more for hitting than not hitting.
Fair.
Right, so I'm going to roll those 3.
Mm-hmm. What saving throw am I making for the menacing attack?
It is 18.
It's
and
what?
it is. Oh, hang on, and I will give you a actions.
Is it a wisdom save?
Attack is wisdom save, yes.
I have rolled a non-natural 20.
Okay, and he's good. He's not afraid of me.
No.
But does still take.
Made of much sterner stuff than that.
And that. So, but he does take 21 points of damage.
Sure, no problem. The 2 arrows strike in, breaking through the chitin in the shoulder and the side. And you can see you're doing damage, but this one doesn't look that badly hurt at all yet. He just looks angry.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm. Cool, good.
And I'm going I'm going to bonus action hide as well because
you could run up the stairs onto the first landing and try and find somewhere where you're out of sight. That's totally fine.
Well, yeah. I mean, just at the point where because these stairs curl round, right? They kind of do that.
Yeah, they do.
In effect, even just at that point, if I can, get to there.
Sure.
Do that.
Yeah, you do. You run up and curl yourself around and sort of hide behind one of the columns that hold the stairs up. That's perfectly fine. You manage to run up and do that thing that you always do. Good. Andreas, the two in front of you that you hit a few times are currently lying on the floor, screaming, holding their heads, and looking relatively stunned and out of the fight, if you will, because they are currently stunned for, is it an hour, Kim? It's an hour, isn't it? Yeah, they're out of the fight. They're, but there are another, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are another 6 still wrapped in these weird tentacles all around you. You can do what you like. And you're still holding Lua in one hand.
I want to sort of gently try and just let Lua sort of pop off the gun.
Lua, do you pop off the gun?
As he starts to put me down, I start clutching onto him.
Okay, don't worry. I don't need to attack with my second weapon. It's fine. We're only in hell, right? Okay. Let Daddy do his work. Oh, the gender. I smashed the icy bastard in the face with the flail.
Go for it.
Hopefully.
Okay. What?
I'm just laughing at the image.
Hey, it's 2 hot boys. What can I say?
26.
26 does hit, yes.
8 damage.
Yep, first strike, you just flail out and knock around the head. Again, he doesn't look that badly hurt yet. Not at all.
Yeah, there's no point in using the charge because I've got the protection up anyway. Hit him again.
All right.
28.
Yeah, hits as well.
That's 10 damage.
Are you aiming for a particular part of his body? Or you're just flailing wildly, just smashing over the head?
What are the bits? I mean, I'm thinking
Big chitinous insect guy.
Probably the face.
Just around the face a few times. Sure. And you hit him twice around the face of the fell, and he doesn't look that bothered. Again, it looks like you're cutting away at the chitin. There's sort of bits of ichor dripping out, but he doesn't look that badly hurt. If anything, you're making him happy.
And I think I'm going to use the last charge of the Flayer of Horror anyway, just because. Why not?
What kind of save?
DC. Dong. It is a DC 15 Wisdom save.
Oh yeah, passes without any effort. That is a 23 on the dice.
Q.
Yeah.
And that is.
No bonus actions? I suppose you're maintaining concentration on the protection, people, and goods, so there's not much else you can do.
You know what? I can do a second wind, just for some hit points.
Sure, you do. Second wind for some hit points.
And that will be me.
How does your second wind manifest? Because it's not magic, it's just you like stealing yourself. What is it?
I'll tell you exactly what it is.
Yes, babe.
Even though you can't see under the breastplates, the nipples are doing a little dance, and then it goes out to the biceps, and then it's like tempers. Here's Andreas' god.
Yeah. Lua, you are in very close proximity. It's your turn. You are in very close proximity to this rippling nipple dance.
Can I ask how much do we see of Andreas? Because before he had like a full helm and everything, we rarely ever saw his face.
Still a full visor down. There's more armor than before as well.
The new helm has like a face built into it. Like there's all sorts of detailing here that is just it's Andreas but more.
It's like samurai skull kind of thing.
Yeah.
Shredder, whatever.
It's a bit like Shredder, yeah. We'll have his mini next week and I can show you. He looks a bit like Shredder. It's great.
Cool.
Lovely. Lua, so you are party, very close proximity party to the nipple dance, and it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay. Who's closest to me?
Well, This ice devil is basically very near you because he's currently fighting Andreas. There's still 7 of these bearded devils around. They're being battered and bombarded by these tentacles, so it's clearly they're all pretty unhappy, and a lot of them are just shouting, "What's going on? I don't know, man," because they're all deaf and can't hear each other.
So I'm gonna keep being a jackass to Ice Devil, and I'm gonna throw another dagger because I have 2.
You mean you are nearby? You could literally just like reach out from the arm and just like start stabbing over the top. You don't need to throw it. Yeah, go for it.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Nice, do that.
I'm not gonna do anything. I got a 3.
I think you're there just going, but it's this hard chitin and just ding, ding, ding.
So
Nothing's happening.
I'm gonna take the bonus action to see if I can, redeem myself. I will take out my whole ass short sword.
2-weapon fighting. Wise way to use it.
Oh shit! Does an 18 hit?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Oh,
so
bitch.
as you're chinking away with the dagger, do you just go, drop the dagger? Like, what's the process of pulling out the short sword?
So I think when I try to be all sneaky with it and everything, but as soon as I like whip it out of my little satchel thing, it just goes flying. So it's like, I'm like, oh shit. Okay. Sorry. And so I reach behind my back and I'm like, swoosh, and I have this short sword. It's just outrageous right now.
Yep.
Okay. Let me go ahead and roll that.
Roll me that damage. It's sneak attack as well, so you do gut in. You do get quite deep and like twist up inside the chitin around the belly.
Mm-hmm. Oof. Okay. Damn it. 21.
20 still, as you stab in and sort of twist around for the first time, this very large one, like taking the hits from Andreas, no reactions, the stab in the belly, so it leans forward and the cut in the neck is already oozing. It could just, a new wave just bulbs out of it. Clearly quite unhappy and taking some pretty hefty hits. Cool. The bearded devils, the 6 that remain, all holding their heads and all in these tentacles, just off. God damn it, what's going on? Are all going to start like flailing around wildly, trying to just hit things and try and stop whatever is happening. Now, Gerard, you did the Dio shout quite visibly, audibly, like you were quite prominently doing it. Yeah, okay. I think some of them are going to try and go for you. Some of them are going to try and go for Rahizur to stop this, whatever this tentacle thing is happening. I'll probably try and cut some of the tentacles off, which for the ones coming out of your trouser region is probably not great. But yeah, so I'll do 3 and 3. I'll do 3 because both of you are having the spell effects that are hitting all of them. And frankly, the ones that have seen Andreas and the Ice Devil going in are like, no. So 3 of them are going for Rahizur, who currently is back down to the armor class of 13.
Unless the shield comes up again.
Well, if you want to cast shield, you can cast shield. Okay, so that is a 7, an 11, oh my god, a 10, a 9, a 14.
Okay, I'll take it, yeah.
Okay, an 18, and a 20, what is that, 24.
So the last 3 hit.
Yeah. So 2 of their beards just snake out and like start biting into you. So it's beard on beard action. It's proper beard on beard action. We present beard on beard action. And one of the glaives cuts deep into your side as well. So that it can maybe 3 Constitution saving throws, please.
Okay.
Yeah, here we go.
27 for the first one.
God damn it.
Then we have a 12, and then we have a 20.
Okay, all of those pass. The DC is quite low. So you instead just take 8, 12, 8, 28 points of damage as the cuts and the beard start digging into you quite deeply. Gerard, in the middle, they all just turn on you and start wailing, and there's 3 of them, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay. There we go. That is a 22... a 17.
That'll hit.
13.
That won't hit.
An 11.
That won't hit.
24.
That will hit.
15.
That will hit.
So 4 hit.
4.
4. Mommy, 4 con saves.
13, 14, 15.
15.
A 16.
Yep.
A 7.
There it is.
And an 18.
Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Add up plus 20. 34 points of damage to you from these various attacks. And as the one of the beards sort of bites in and puckers in at various points on you, you realize as you're starting to feel a bit weak and a bit frail, you are poisoned. While you're poisoned in this way, you can't regain hit points.
What?
Yeah!
What?
Yeah!
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
So
that's interesting.
So there's 3 devils. How many hit points have you got at the moment?
47 out of 108.
Still, that's not bad. 47.
I'm
That's...
still up.
But yes, the bearded devils all do all of that. Rahazur, there are 3 around you properly going for you now, and it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Well, Rahazor is a little bit peeved at what happened just now. Who else dares to use their beards? So he's gonna go for... Yeah, he's gonna go...
Use
And
it.
do I have any friends in a 10-foot radius around me?
I think with the fight starting to thin out and spread out, you could position so
or not
that...
around me, just like, is there a 10-foot radius sphere I can create within 60 feet of me that would not get my friends but get the baddies?
I think you could get the 3 that are attacking you if you placed it behind them and not get your friends because battlefield mechanics and because I want you to do the cool spells.
Okay, cool. I'm going to do Shatter on them.
Okay.
Con 17 saving throw for them.
Okay, and what does your shatter look like?
Honestly, it's like I think it's going to be something like the ground breaks apart and lightning actually comes from underneath.
Right?
Yeah.
Just the ground, the barman again.
Science.
No! Just from the back as the ground is destroyed. One rolled a 17, so pass. The other 2 rolled lower, so yeah.
Okay, so
What's the damage?
one who passed takes half of this.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a sweet 3d8. So let's do it. Please roll, not trash. 16. Great.
16 damage, yeah. You can upcast these spells and use higher level spell slots to cast them to do more damage if you want to.
Yeah, no, I went for, I'm saving those bad boys for later.
For later? What later? But yeah, they are all just like lightning just splashes all around them, and they're already shouting, "What's going on? Ah!" They're all shouting way too loud because of the deafness. So yes, it is now. What was already carnage is now just messy carnage, even more so.
I see the floor and shout to Judah, "Hey Judah, remember that bar?"
Who builds a bar with a glass floor? The maniacs.
There was a
An
bar.
idiot.
There was a bar in the first campaign where the floor was made of glass, and you can guess what happened.
Rahazor pretends to understand and telepathically links with Judah again and goes, "Ha ha ha."
Oh, you've been there as well, have you? Yeah.
Oh my god.
It was a great place before we showed up.
Ha ha ha.
Okay. Awesome. We're doing this. The ice devil, seeing the situation and seeing this mess, is gonna look at you, Andreas, and go, "You think you can do what that? You think you're good? Think you can do cool stuff?
Yes.
Freeze!" And a wall of ice starts growing out of the ground. 1 foot thick, up to 30 feet long, and 10 feet high. Each region of space is pushed out of it by the shortest route. Perfect. So he's going to just make this wall of ice appear. He can't see Judah, so he can't affect Judah with it. But it's going to go down through you, Andreas, around the stairs. It's going to cut through you and Lua. It's going to cut around through Gerard and then curve around and hit Rahazur as well. So it's going to hit all 4 of you. Can you all make me a dexterity saving throw, please, as this wall of ice just grows out of the ground underneath you? What we got? Dex saves.
16.
16. You fail.
Thought I was going to fail that one, but I got 21.
You pass. Yep.
A 14.
14, but you're a rogue, so you have evasion, so you effectively take half damage. This is fine.
Hey.
Gerard.
I rolled a 19.
19. All right, good. So everyone takes half except for Rahazur, who takes it all. That's 10d6.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Roll that one twice. Cool. So 1, 5, 7, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 26, 28. Right, so you take 28 points of cold damage. Everyone else takes 14 as this wall of ice appears around you, and you sort of get pushed aside by it. Shards of ice pierce you at various points. You are all thrown asunder by this, and it completely changes the setup of the combat.
I am going to cast absorb elements as a reaction.
Nice.
Is that still Antonio Banderas? Sounded weird.
Gracias. So, what was...
The total was 28, so 14. So if you halve that again, it's 7.
Lovely.
You absorb elements from it. This wall is freezing cold and now wraps weirdly around the battlefield, making quite a few of the things that were sort of in one big over space blocked off and hard to see. So, Judah, your sight lines might be difficult, and people, you might not be able to get to each other. Lua, would you have fallen the same side of the wall as Andreas? Because you can choose which side you go. Yeah, so you stick with Andreas as you both fall to one side of it. That is perfectly fine.
I think
my
in the end was a
concentration.
bad choice.
Toby, is absorb elements a concentrating spell? It's not. Cool. Have you maintained concentration on protection from evil and good? What did you roll?
24.
Which is fine, yeah, because you would have to take a lot more damage, and you actually took very little damage from that. But yes, this wall of ice is now covering the entire battlefield and causing a lot of weird things to happen around it. Gerard, you are sort of thrown aside by this wall of ice. There's still 3 of these figures around you, but you're kind of blocked off from the rest of your buddies right now. You would have to do a sort of big circuitous route to get round to them, so you're kind of on your own against 3 of these. They're all still deaf.
Cute. I'm a cleric as well. That's really helpful.
And you can't regain hit points because you're poisoned.
Quick quest.
Yeah.
I have a spell called Heal, and it says this spell, as well as healing, also ends blindness, deafness, and any diseases affecting the target. Would that end this and let me heal?
It's not a disease, it's poison, so no.
In which case,
Big guns.
now, here's the thing. On our channel, we like to take the piss out of our clerics for never healing.
Yeah.
I was playing a cleric because I was like, maybe I'll be nice and heal people. But if I've got 33 hit points and I cannot heal myself,
Yeah, fuck that.
and I'm here for one show and
Yeah.
one show only,
Do it.
I'm going to cast Firestorm.
How dare you are?
My name is Kim Richards.
So, go on.
I like to think that Gerard has a scale that's like some, between like pull mace and use mace and call dad. And we're like reaching call dads, when we're getting Firestorm, right?
And that's what divine intervention is. As a cleric, that's my divine intervention. So next round, if I make it to the next round, I will be rolling percentile dice to call my dad.
Great. Great.
Dad!
Okay, so Firestorm is, I believe, 8 cubes of fire just exploding all over the place.
Seven 10-foot cubes, up to 7. No, wait, hold on. So a storm made of sheets of roaring flame appears in the location you choose. The area of the storm consists of up to 10 10-foot cubes, which you can arrange as you wish. Each cube must have be touching another cube.
Yep.
And then each creature in the area must make a dex saving throw or take 7 d10 fire damage on a failed save, etc., etc. And this is going to burn the goddamn bar down. So I guess, can I please include the 3 mean people who are hitting me at the moment?
Yeah, you can.
So they're definitely in it.
Okay.
If I could blaze a little bit of this wall as well, this wall of ice, so that it's not blocking the exit.
I mean, Kimmy, this is 10-foot cubes. This is 100 square foot of fire. Is it fair to say you want to hit the entire bar but not hit your allies?
Yes.
Cool. So as this ice wall goes up and as you're suddenly on your own, how do you cast Firestorm? What do you do to cast Firestorm?
Oh, I forgot to. My mind's gone. So now, before this happened, I just want everyone to know, because this isn't going to happen. I was going to cast Harm, which is like inflicting disease on someone, and I was going to say, "Looks like you came down with the sickness."
Nice, very
but
good.
I can't do that, and I spent all my energy thinking of that I can't think of a fire-related pun.
It's heavy metal music. You can't think of a fire-related pun?
No, I've gone blank. I used everything on down with the sickness. So,
What about
if
like
I could-
Daddy says you're fired or something like that?
That's not bad.
Daddy says you're fired.
Nice.
Conformist. And
The whole bar. You see the bucket going, fuck it, and just you see a figure just run. Just run out of the bar.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here we go.
Dex
Watch me roll
saves.
garbage. Oh, I did not roll garbage.
Hang on. I'm doing dex saves. So the bearded. Oh.
Are they vulnerable?
They're
I'm eyeballing it.
They're
And then
immune.
also-
They're immune to fire
no.
damage.
Bearded devils.
Bearded devils are immune to fire damage.
Mother.
No! I burned down the bar for nothing.
Never burn down a bar for nothing.
And
Yeah.
the
Alright.
ice
There
devil
were
is
at
also.
least 2 puns that came out of that.
The ice
so-
devils are also immune, so the wall goes, but the devils just like the fire. They just laugh at the fire all around them, and the whole bar's now ablaze, and the whole battle just took on a whole insane new form of its own. But yes, I'm afraid I am sorry. Firestorm does nothing.
I forgot where I was. We literally did our own Avernus campaign, and I forgot. Oh no!
At least
If
the
you
wall
hear
of
from
ice is
high
down.
rollers, don't at me.
Kimmy, I'm going to at them. You know I am. Right. Judah, you watch this and just have a moment of, the rich kid. Fucking rich kids.
As someone who keeps a documented book on demons and what they do, so that we, to avoid exactly this kind of thing, it's kind of like a.
The kid's new here. Gerard's new here.
Gerard just turns and shrugs at all of you. The ice wall now gone, so you can go see each other again, and you get the Curb the Enthusiasm sting. Good, right. Here we go. Judah, it's your turn. You can see all this.
Yeah, well, I was kind of, before that, I was like, what am I going to do? I might have to fly out over this. And then I see the most impressive spell I've ever seen used just to dissolve an ice wall. I'm like, cheers, rookie. Thank you.
Once again, that name's Kim Richards. You can find me and my pro plays over in High Rollers D&D, where we've been playing Dungeons and Dragons every Sunday for the last 5 years.
Yeah. Judah, who do you want to shoot at?
I'm going to shoot again at the big guy, but this time I am, because I sucked on the damage last time when I rolled. Even though I hit twice, I did 1 less damage, I think, than a dagger did from somebody else last turn. So I'm going to take -5, and I'm going to attempt to hit him. And that's pretty good. It's an 11 and an 18.
Okay.
So that is -5 is 6. The lowest one is 18.
Yeah, so both arrows hit. As you take a second and really target and really sharpshoot to pinpoint the spots to shoot those arrows.
So I'm going to do it electronically because it's so much easier.
Yeah, of course it is.
So that is...
High level combat, you need dice rollers. Always the way.
Yeah.
I say not using a dice roller, but there you go.
Is 15, and let's do that is 56. It's another 9, it's 15, it's 25. So that is actually 45 damage.
Ooh,
It's much better than last.
Where did the 2 arrows hit? Where are you aiming for?
I think he has this nice hole in his throat already, right?
Yep, he does,
So
yeah.
I think I'm gonna like start to try and make a little smiley face underneath it. So I hit him just a couple of points underneath that.
There's an upside down smiley face now.
Yeah,
Great, cool. You boom, boom, and 2 bolts just stick into the neck, and he just stumbles back. Now clearly very badly hurt from all the constant onslaught of attacks. Just stumbles back with an like clearly struggling to speak. And also the ice wall's gone down, and there's a certain amount of what the hell is going on, and the whole bar's on fire. So
Who looks really badly injured?
Gerard, but Gerard. Oh, at the end of your turn, Gerard, roll me another con save because it's the end of every turn. You get to roll again.
It was on a 19 and then it rolled over to a 1.
Gerard is still poisoned. And looking at Gerard looks fucking terrible, but Gerard also, something about Gerard says Gerard can't heal right now.
Yeah, I think probably we would have fought bearded devils a lot in Hell, right?
You already have. You'd know that. Yeah. How does Rahazor look? How does
Rahazor is not fresh, and that's saying something.
Right, I'm going to do then. I'm going to use my bonus action to do that because I can roll 4.
You're a celestial warlock.
Yeah.
Cool.
So if I do that, I'm actually going to roll the d6 because it's not going to do it for me.
Yep.
So that's 8, so that's 10, and one more is, that's 6, that's good. So 16
hit points back. How does your healing manifest? What does it look like?
It looks really stereotypically angelic, very kind of beautiful, almost cloud-like kind of, this energy kind of pulls out of me.
As you cast this, because you have to be able to see to do this. As you lean out, you're not going to be able to hide on this turn because you're visible. Fire as you fire 2 arrows and then lean out with holy light. Like the whole bar, like the fight almost stops for a second. Everyone just looks at you with a kind of ew. In hell? Ew. Like, just, what are you doing? Like all the devils just like what? Ugh. Like it's just the tone is very like gross. And that's saying something in this group.
I think Rahazor is like very impressed and in awe because he's kind of like creeped out about where his power comes from. So seeing this like beautiful light is such an inspiration. And he telepathically says to Judah, "Thank you. We are family now. I'll protect you to the end."
You're welcome.
Wow. Andreas.
As all the fiends look at the celestial with upturned noses,
very much so,
I say,
Judah Amana has told me not to judge people based on their species. You goddamn fiends, die!
by the way, what was your special trick, Icy Man? And then I attack the Icy Fiend.
Okay, go for it.
I'm just trying to keep shuffling Lure off the bicep.
He's not budging.
Okay, cool.
Likes that bicep.
Just hit the Fiend with
Do it.
Just the one weapon. That's a 27.
Hits, yes.
And that's a 12 damage.
Yep.
And
strike out
then,
with the flail again.
Yeah, and this one is like trying to go for the throat because I'm thinking, soft spots.
That's cool.
Unchightened.
It's very hard to use a flail as like a bludgeoning because it is basically swinging and hitting very hard, but you sort of pull it back towards you and then sort of jab it out forward so it goes straight for the neck and again, like this figure looks very badly hurt. Now there's ichor everywhere. The upside down smiley face on his chest looks really awful as well. Yes, mate? Nat 20.
No.
Oh.
Just as good. And this is something I did not remember to use a single time. Champions get a crit on a 19 or 20.
Yes, they do. That is correct.
19.
Yeah. Very good.
And this one's, it's like a bash in the throat and then under arm into the stomach because I realise there's soft spots.
Sure, go for it. As the second hit goes in, roll the damage.
So that's 11 plus a d8.
Which is
17.
Lovely stuff. This ice devil now drops to its knees in front of you and is very clearly like on its last legs. It looks awful.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Lua, it is your turn. You can see that the ice devil looks like this close to death. Like it's and Does Andreas want a second son? What is this?
Oh my god. Okay.
Daddy's attention's elsewhere.
But after saying that, looking directly at the ice devil, it's just a sideways glance at Lua. Huh?
Oh, Lua's gonna simp so hard. So, I think. Okay, so he has a crowbar.
Yep.
You throw it.
I mean, you're right there. You could just clonk him on the head with it. That's perfectly fine.
That too. That works. 15 doesn't hit.
Doesn't hit. You just sort of lean over with a crowbar and just nothing happens.
I'm gonna try the crowbar again.
Go for it.
It doesn't hit. An 8.
Are you too in awe of Andreas to focus? Is it that?
He is swooning right now.
Sure. Great. That's a thing.
I'm trying to think back from all our time in hell if this is the clingiest relationship Andreas has had, like physically clingiest or not.
I don't know. Is it? Probably.
Literally, because he's clinging on there.
Yeah, it's pretty clingy. Pretty clingy. The bearded devils, there are still, and because the fire didn't affect them, there are still 3 of them on Rahazur and 3 of them on Gerard, who are just laughing in your face. Gerard, oh, does someone not know about devils? Oh, and they're going to all lean in and go for the 2 of you again.
Can I be like shouting at them?
Sure, they're deaf.
Oh, God. That wouldn't stop Andreas.
Go on then.
You come here. I will fight you all. I'm Andreas the Giant.
I'm not rolling anything. I want us all to sit in a moment in that accent and just sit in it. There we go.
I am the champion of the arena, such a center.
That's 4. That's 4 Chesent mentions, everyone. 4.
Okay, I need 1 more for bingo.
Excellent. Good. Rahazur, the 3 on you. That is. Hang on. We have.
I'm gonna do a shield. I'm too weak right now to.
Okay, that's a 14, an 18, a nat 20, a 17. A 20, what is that? 23 and an 11. So the nat 20 and the 7, they hit you. The 17 doesn't. So that's going to be a glaive and a beard. 2 concentration checks. No, 2 con saves for me. Sorry.
Yeah. One is a 22.
Yep.
And the second one is a 19.
You pass both of those. You're not poisoned. I think it'd be quite hard to poison you somehow. But that is 22 points of damage because of the crit.
All right. Rahazur now just very deliberately looks at Judah and says, "You know what to do."
Meanwhile, Gerard, on you.
Can they just give me belly rubs instead?
No.
Like, okay.
We have an 8, a 10, another nat 20, same dice. I love this dice. A 14 and a 19.
Yeah, so 3.
3 and one's a nat. Ooh. Roll me a 3 constitution saving throws.
A fail. I mean, can I get more poisoned?
The glaives also have other effects, don't worry.
Okay, I failed the first one. I rolled a 21 on the second one.
Yep.
And I rolled a 15 on the third one.
Cool. So the one fail. This is the glaive, not the beard. As they just lay into you, you are hit. Yeah, and the crit digs real deep. So that is 10, 13, 16. Oh, it's only 17. It's not that high. But it is 3 hits, so plus 15. That is 32 points of damage. And where the glaive has like pierced you through the chest, that burning redness of the glaive, you feel it in you, and like it's probably going to hurt you more on your turn. How bad are you? 1 hit point. Jesus. How does that happen so often? I don't understand. Great.
They're still standing.
I'm not going to lie. The glaive does 1d10 damage at the start of your turn, and you can't heal.
Yep. So.
Oh dear.
That all you got?
Yeah. Lovely. Rahazur, it is your turn. You can see all of this and see that Gerard's clean in a very bad way. The three in front of you are still like attacking you, though.
Oh, I think I'm gonna again like try to get as many as I can, but now Rahazur is like
high level shit, high level time. Come on, hit me.
It's high level time.
Yeah.
He's gonna do the same arms of Hadar, but just try to do it on a stronger level now.
Okay.
How many can I get?
You can get all 6 of them. I'll let you get all 6 of them.
Let's do it. Let's get all 6 of them. Strength 17 saving throw.
Okay. Their modifier is... Do you want to get the Ice Devil as well?
Yeah, I want to get everyone.
Okay. So the Bearded Devils, their modifier for a strength saving throw is a +5. So this is... Right. 9...
Fail.
21.
Press.
12.
Fail.
Nat 20.
Success.
7.
Fail.
8.
Fail.
And a 21 from the Ice Devil.
Success. So, okay, that's okay. The successful ones will take half damage.
They take half damage anyway, yeah, so let's see how much. So as the tentacles come out again, how does it manifest that this is a higher level spell slot? Are there just more?
They are more, they're like muscular tentacles now, and they're kind of like longer, and like maybe veiny. Tentacles.
And they're coming out of your jeans shorts?
Yeah, I mean, that's just biology. Yeah.
Tentacles.
Great. Cool.
Okay, cool.
You cast you cast a wave of dicks.
Yeah, so it does 20 damage.
20 the total, and 10's the half. The Ice Devil just on the ground just looks up and just what? And just gets hit around the face by one of these tentacles and just collapses to the floor. Like neck gets cracked by the big veiny tentacles and then hits the deck completely.
It's like one of those towels, like a flick and a return.
Yeah, you kill the Ice Devil with a big veiny tentacle, and I think that's what that is.
That's the way he deserved to go, really. So
I'm gonna say because of the saving throws that because there were the 4 that fail are gonna be the 3 around you and one of the ones around Gerard. So the 3 around you, like they are looking seriously badly hurt now. They've taken a lot of hits from various places, and most of them look like they're on their last legs. Even the ones around Gerard that take a little bit of damage, they've all taken a lot of damage over the course of the combat from various things. So all of them look really badly hurt and can't take reactions at this point, but none of them are felled, none of them are down yet. Okay. Still 6 left. But yeah, the Ice Devil is dead, that's what we're going to call it. Gerard, at the start of your turn, the wound in your chest flares up mightily, and you take, I can't fail this, 10 points of damage.
Ouch.
Ugh.
And you collapse.
Looks like it's gonna fade to black.
And Gerard collapses to the floor, unconscious. Now, I'm going to check something about this. You can't be poisoned while you're unconscious. So roll me... No, so there's no con save. You're just unconscious. You just have 0 hit points, but you can now heal again because you can't be poisoned while unconscious. That's fine. But yes, Gerard is down. Judah, your tabaxi friend is on the ground. It looks like they've got a glaive sticking out of their chest. It looks pretty bad. Actually, the glaive would still keep doing damage to you. Interesting. Make me a con save at the end of... No, it has to be a medicine check to heal it. You can't heal this. It's going to keep doing damage to you on your turn.
That's cute.
Oh, that's really bad. Okay.
This is really cute.
Interesting.
Can I explode at any point and take people with me? No, it's fine.
We'll work it out. That's what D&D was made for. Good.
The unhealable effect has finished, though.
Yes, the unhealable effect has finished.
Okay.
Judah.
Okay.
You're at the top of the stairs. You're not hidden anymore.
I am. Okay, but I am going to...
There's still 6 bearded devils. Everything else is down.
There are... What are they around? Are they around Gerard, or are they...
They are 3 of them are around Gerard, and 3 of them are around Rahazur. The 3 around Gerard are clearly like stabbing Gerard's unconscious body with a kind of vicious glee.
That is just so mean.
Devils.
Yeah. I'm just... I really want to... I'm gonna have to take some damage, I think.
Oh.
Very un-Judah-like thing to do.
Shoot them, Judah. I will get to the emo kid.
No, I'm gonna. It's all right. I think I have another hands-on heal that I can do.
Healing hands.
It's just that if they are actually standing there hacking at the body,
they are.
There's not really anything I can. The heal that I'm going to give is going to be like D10, and then they're just going to like continue to hack you. Which is
you don't have to justify not letting the guest die, mate. That's just a thing you have to live with by yourself.
You know, I wanted. The thing is, I want to
fancy
say.
arrows.
Look at Kim's face. Look at that face. Can you really not heal Kim? Oh my god. I mean, so rude. Although, you know, as a lot of players we play with often say, the best way to heal is to take out all the enemies.
That is true. But you know what? I'm going to do it the other way around. I am going to do it. I am going to Misty Step again.
Judah's got a heart. Judah's got a heart, everyone. You heard it here first.
I am going to appear on the body, and I am going to do the heal.
Healing hands.
So,
Cool.
Yeah.
You reach down and touch Gerard and heal how many?
Gerard and touch, mate.
D10 plus 6. So
Nice.
Which is 8, which is 14. So 14 back for Gerard.
Gerard, you wake up being stabbed by devils. There's an angel beside you. Judah, are you doing anything helpful? Do you say anything helpful?
Do I say anything helpful? I think I say get behind me.
Oh.
So that is an action. But I am going to drop.
Bonus, right?
Yeah, bonus. It's a bonus for a misstep. That's an action. I am going to action surge.
Sure.
And I'm going to drop my bow, and I'm going to draw daggers, and I'm going to
Wow.
parry. I think. Can you parry? Can you? Is it parry or is it dodge?
Dodge.
I'm going to dodge. Well, I'll keep my bow. No, I'll draw the daggers and I'll dodge because I'll be stabby next go if that's the thing.
Cool. You land and you're just like there waiting for them. And Gerard, you're being protected by an angel. And looking at your gear, looking at your outfit, maybe you made a terrible error.
What a moral quandary we have. If Gerard lives to the next round, they'll think of that.
Yeah. Andreas, the Ice Devil is dead. Lou is still on your arm. There are 6 more of these creatures around that need dealing with. What you gonna do?
So, are there 3 on Raza and 3 on Gerard?
Yes. Yes, I targeted the weak squishy casters, yes.
How's Raza looking at the moment?
How's Raza looking? That's a very good question.
Bad.
Raza, what colour's your blood? Because you're kind of gross.
It's greenish red. Like brown, I guess, is the color that I'm describing. Greenish red. Brown.
Well, that's awful. Okay, good.
Yeah. Can I just say that there's a Run the Jewels song that starts with the words "Picture this, I'm a bag of dicks," and that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
How the D.
Dried up old blood, but it's new blood.
Okay, I do a little sort of shake of the left gun.
Also,
Come on, little elf.
Also, Andreas, you do know that the whole area is currently flailing with veiny tentacles.
Cool.
Fine.
Get off, little elfie. Daddy's going into the
Into the dick party.
Tentacles.
Oh, I'm definitely not getting off now.
No, I want to just try and run in and how many of the bearded devils look a bit
They all look very
by the
peaky.
bees?
They all look very peaky.
Okay, yeah, I just go in and start wanging my flail at their backs. In fact,
Wanging.
Oh.
That was the choice of words you used. Okay.
wanging my flailing weapon
You're wanging your flailing weapon at the dick party.
with
Cool, good.
balls on it and a shaft.
Oh, just hit them!
Who was watching?
The devils die of embarrassment.
I'm windmilling it.
How
Why
many?
are you laughing?
Oh, that one got me. That one got me. That was my trigger word.
Are you doing two? You can hit two things in a round, so you're going to try and hit 1, 2. Just try and knock them down. Cool, go for
Do I
it.
get advantage because I'm attacking from behind?
No.
I should. Well, that's saying a 23 on the first
Well,
one.
they have an AC of 13. I mean, you'd have to do really badly not to hit them.
9 damage.
Yeah, 1. It just gets knocked aside completely.
28.
Hits.
10 damage.
Bang! You knock 2 of the ones around. Were you going to ones around Rahazar? You knock 2 of them aside.
Yes, because Judah is on the other squishy.
Cool. So the 2 big smacks, and they're currently being throttled by big veiny tentacles and just collapse to the ground. Yep.
Get off, owl.
Dick. Dick plays the beat.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. Yep. That's a thing. Cool. Okay, that's Andres. Your bonus action? Dope. Got a bonus action? No, you're good. All right, cool. Lua, you are there as well. There is one more bearded devil around you, or you could get off the arm and... No? I didn't think so, but, nah. There's one more there you can hit, definitely.
Okay.
Just flailing around Andreas's arm in this sea of dicks.
I'm assuming...
You're unconscious and dreaming?
I assume he magically got his daggers back somehow.
I think you've held onto one of them, sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
So he's gonna try just at the
last one there, that's fine. Go for it.
Does a 14 hit?
Yeah, they only have an AC of 13.
Yay! Okay. So
Andreas, you're starting to see the benefit of having an elf rogue attached to your arm as you do 2 hits and Lua just throws it across and takes out the other one.
5 plus 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is 33.
Okay, you like, how do you absolutely annihilate this bearded devil? Because that's one dagger that completely takes him out.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my guitar off of my back, okay? And I'm going to strum my beautiful chord.
You're going to strum your beautiful chord while in a sea of dicks, just checking.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Of C major. And as I do this, the vibrancy of my guitar starts to intensify. Mm-hmm. And even Andreas can feel the power of the music, especially like with how much waves is coming off of it. And I just keep strumming C major because that's the only one that I know. And then suddenly my dagger starts to take on the same color as my guitar, and it starts to glow, and it starts to like float up in the air, and it's all pretty and stuff. But immediately it's kind of like an illusion almost. It just splits into like 5 daggers at the same time, and then it just in the rhythm of which I am strumming. And as I start to sing my beautiful pipes, they are not in tune with the song. In fact, Lua is probably the worst singer you have ever heard in your life, but it just somehow makes sense. And they all impale him all at once.
Oh my god.
Does anyone else see this?
No. No one else sees this.
Yeah, just checking. Yeah.
This is all in Lua's mind. Lua just throws a dagger, grabs the guitar, and just
It's more like yep.
God, this fucking pie. Okay, good. Yes. That is a thing. The bearded devils, the 3 left that are currently stabbing Gerard's dying body, are going to look at Judah and they fucking hate angels. I mean, angels are the legit worst. Like, it is not a thing. But there's also someone on the ground who is easy pickings, and they want souls, because devils. So one of them is going to keep stabbing Gerard into the floor, and two of them are going to go for you, Judah. So is it attack rolls with disadvantage because you held a dodge?
Yeah. So I'm dodging, and I'm basically I'm trying to protect the body is what I'm trying to do, but not get.
I will say, if you are trying to protect the body, that all three of them have to go for you instead, because this is a very noble act and a great thing to do, and I would like that in story terms. I think that's nice.
Yeah, definitely.
So all the strikes going down towards Gerard, you're also like using your daggers, because this is dodging. This isn't just like the attacks don't hit. This is like whirling, spinning around, daggers backhanded, just blocking strikes. Yeah, this is cool. I dig it. So that means, because there's three of them and they're all rolling at disadvantage, I have to roll 12 d20s. Okay, I'm just going to do it one at a time.
I look at Judah and think, he has never done this for me.
13, Judah?
No, you're going to need 17. So
okay, make my life easier. No.
I say to Lua, I didn't even know he had melee weapons.
No.
I know, me either.
No. Unbelievable. No, that's a 16.
Oh, close.
You just, like, 3 bearded devils, 3 glaives, and their tentacly beards. You're just a whirl of daggers, and are your wings out? Please tell me your wings are out.
Oh, yeah, the wings are out, yeah.
At which point, this nondescript person suddenly grows these two. They're like, was it like a hawk? They're like hawk-like wings, aren't they?
Yeah.
These beautiful hawk-like wings above you, Gerard. And this beautiful angel, so angelic, but not in that kind of holier-than-thou, a very down-to-earth, respectable, professional angel. Assassin. Is protecting you from all of these strikes, and yeah, your heart's starting to break because you've all this emo stuff. It feels so juvenile now.
Hey, that's Kim. That's Kim speaking. That's Kim. Who this was my teenage life, and now I'm about to turn 36. You know, this is me now. I research.
Hang on. I'm
my
33.
third life crisis.
Do you think that I didn't look like that when I was your age? Come on now, look at all the tattoos.
Also me.
Yeah.
But also, how dare? But no, Gerard. Yeah, no. Gosh. That's a tear starts forming, mainly from the smoke, but also from this beautiful act, and just leaves a trail down the. I mean, it's Gerard's facial markings, but it would smudge the makeup if it was makeup.
Yeah.
Little wet fur. Single tear.
Razor, you have been saved from the devils all around you as Andreas just stepped in and Lua on the arm, just howling unmelodically through a dagger and then shouted wildly with the guitar. You're muted, Anastasia.
Sorry.
That's all good.
Razor makes note that a lot of this group thinks they're musical, and so he might need to use prestidigitation more and more as things go on.
Yep.
And I think the last 3 devils are all around Judah, right?
Judah and Gerard, yeah.
Judah and Gerard. Is there a way I can target them without targeting both of them?
I would say if you aim something very well, probably. Yeah, I'd have no problem with that. You could aim it behind them, for example.
So I wanted to use a sword burst, which is like a circle of spectral blades within 5 feet of me.
It's around you.
Yeah, so I wonder if I can somehow position myself.
If you want to like run, like if all of the tentacles just pull back in at the end of your turn, and you all pull back in. It must be cold in there, and you all. It's canonically on fire. That can't be right. So you run.
Well, I was hit with frost. So
that's fair. So you run around the outside of all of this, get behind all 3 of the devils, and then tell me about your sword. Tell me about your sword
burst. Maybe do like a pirouette. And so there's a circle that hits all of like the outside of them. I don't know. So
it's a big thick frog dude runs around the outside and does a pirouette. Okay, that's a look.
And I
we'll
think
take it.
Jumps like a reasonable height because of the frog feet too. Oops. And so that's going to be a Dex 17 save for them.
Okay. They will make dexterity saves. It's one of their worst, and they're +2. So that is a 7, a 4, and a 14. Terrible.
Okay,
Terrible.
great. They all fail, and they all take 15 damage.
Describe to me how, like, is it swords that you are summoning? What is the effect from you? Because your theming is very specific.
Yeah, that's true. I think they'd probably be like swords at the end of tentacles, and they all like jut out and stab. Like they're like 3 tentacles that stab out with their swords.
Okay.
Gotta be on brand.
So the bladed dicks that you swing around you as you run around and just spin them round, just stab into all 3 of them. They all just like collapse to the ground, stab, bleeding all over the place as you pirouette stop. The bar is on fire. You might want to get out.
Yeah.
We're out of initiative.
I think Rahazor will
We're out of initiative.
start running and say, "Let's get a look at this car."
Okay. Are you all running up the stairs? What are you all doing?
I say to the bartender.
Oh, they've run out. They ran out ages ago. Bits of the ceiling are starting to fall in.
Oh. I pick up the crate of beers that I bought from the bar.
I'm going to roll and see if they survived. They did not. Roll a 2.
I want to go to the bar.
It's on fire. Okay, so Lua and Andreas are going behind the bar. Judah, are you helping Gerard up and getting out? What's happening?
Yeah, definitely helping up. And so everything else is down now. All the other creatures are down.
Yeah, everyone who was here is either dead or run away. Definitely.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And I'll say, let's get to the chopper.
Oh, dear God.
That's what we call the car, by the way.
I'll go with you, beautiful angel. Don't know why my voice has changed. It's because I'm going through an emotional moment here.
I'll do a mage hand to help support Gerard as well.
Yeah, of course you can. Is your mage hard another tentacle? Another big veiny tentacle?
Oh no.
Yeah, but it like looks like a hand, so it's like
it's even worse. That's worse.
Like a sucker, like you know those lumpfish.
yeah, but it's like really good for holding. So. I feel like we're only looking at the negatives here.
While I'm being helped up by the tentacles and the beautiful angel, can I cast mass cure wounds as well?
Of course you
just
can.
to give everyone a little tickle.
Of course you can. How does your when you're casting mass cure wounds, how do you cast mass cure wounds, especially with your newfound feelings?
I start hearing the sound of an organ. Like I imagine as Judah is helping me up, like you know, there's probably a heavenly light, which is actually just the fire in the background.
Yep.
But from Jared's perspective, and I can start hearing da 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 da. Dunk, 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 dunk. I guess that would be nice.
Yeah.
And I can't. Yeah, I guess like instead of like when Jared has been casting things before, you can almost like a little aura of darkness and you know flame, kind of really metal.
Yeah.
But now this time instead, it's like little dove shapes just come out, like you know, a little aura of doves, and the doves just fly to each person within my range, and you heal. 10, 14, 18 plus 5, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 points of healing per dove.
You all heal for 23 points of damage. As you are all being healed by the doves, and as Gerard is being carried out by Judah and Rahazor's mage hand. Andreas, Lua, you're behind the bar. Andreas, you're looking for booze? Roll me an investigation check.
Bottle of tequila, preferably.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check. Lua, would you like to help? Or maybe do it for him? His investigation is dog shit.
Yeah, it is. Can you see any drinks? Have some advantage. We're not just grabbing bottles, really. Like.
Yeah, most of them were shattered by everything that happened.
I got a dirty 20.
Yes!
Andreas, you start sifting through the debris, desperately looking for something, and then just get a prod on the shoulder, and Lua, you're holding a bottle of whatever you want.
You're hired.
Daddy.
Okay, back on the bicep, sprint out the bar to the
As you're all sprinting out of the bar, some of the vehicles in the parking lot have left because people ran away. The bikes are all still in a heap on the floor because their patrons are all dead. The bar itself is on fire and the ceiling is caving in at various points, but you can tell as you step out that the obvious car, and Rizo, you get there first, there is a sick car. Like, black, long. I'm not a car person, so I'm gonna have to use descriptive words. I don't know anything about cars, but yeah, it's black and it's long and it's an open top and it's got like big metal grill at the front. It's like an American muscle car, but one of the really long ones. Am I selling a picture at all here? I'm not a car person. Can someone who is a car?
Either. Yes. So
yes.
I don't really know.
What are those cars called? The really sort of wide, long cars. What are
Like
they
a
called?
Hummer?
There's some, there's a Challenger. There's
Stuff like that. Yeah, something like that. That sounds like the right kind of word. But yeah, a big old black car like that with all this sort of flame decal and styling all over it. It is a proper hell car. Definitely.
Razor goes like, oh, cool, and sits in the driver's seat, totally ignores the imp and just like puts his hands on the wheel in like different places, like rotates it, like just pretending to drive, like getting a feel for the car.
Do you make car noises?
Yeah, definitely.
from.
Yeah, and prestidigitation, like whatever I can do to hype up the experience for myself. I like to feel the car mentally before I do physically, much like the psychic powers I have suggest I would.
Why is your character so wrong? What have we done? Cool. Razo jumps into the driver's seat. Judah, Gerard, you're out next.
Yeah, I'm gonna help. I will get into the back seat and help Gerard into the back seat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll join in for a bit. Looking a bit worse for wear, a bit smoky.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Coughing a bit.
Yeah. Andreas, Lua, you're the last ones out.
I shout, Imp!
Superstar by Kill Pussy Kill.
It's a song about muscle cars.
Yeah. The imp goes, alright, and starts singing that song that I don't know.
And then I say, kid, hit the air guitar. Loa, hit the real guitar. Razor, wheel's yours. I am going to have a short rest in the back with the tequila.
Razor looks the happiest you've seen him.
So Razor gets behind the wheel and just revs and backs the car out.
Yeah.
Can you drive? Are you good at driving?
Yeah, Razor is good at driving.
Awesome. So
He's like a stunt driver. He can do some cool stuff.
You managed to do... okay, roll me a land vehicles check. You're proficient with land vehicles, so it's your dexterity plus proficiency.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do this. Oh, great. Okay, 20.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Where Andreas tried to donut the car and just fucked it up completely, you do a proper handbrake donut. Just the car does a full 360 turn as the music swells out and everyone's air guitaring and pulling their way out as you pull out of the car park and start making your way down the road, just steaming off into the middle distance.
On the highway to hell.
I think, can I just do one bit? Like, I think as we're driving off into the safety, you'll notice that Gerard is headbanging and air guitar, but there's not the same passion there. They don't seem to be digging it, and they keep kind of giving little looks at Judah, and like, just kind of like, just looking at Judah, and then excuse me, hello companions. I'm afraid I think I've had a change of heart. I came here in search of the Dark Lord Dio, because I wanted to find a new life away from the conformists, and I think if I hadn't have met you chaps, rather awful things would have happened to me, and I rather feel like I'm out of my depth. So, if you don't mind, I don't think I really want to come on your adventure to fight the Dark Lord Mammon. So, if you just leave me by the side of the road, I'm going to call Daddy, and see if Daddy can pick me up. But I would like to leave you, dear friends, for teaching me this life lesson. I would like to leave something with you to wish you luck on your way. and Gerard takes out the little shiny disc that they were holding before and passes it over to Judah. For you, beautiful angel, even if I cannot partake in this sort of worship anymore, I wish for you to hear the music of the greatest band of them all, Metal Leica. I don't know if you've heard of them. They're a group of metal werewolves. Track 1, excellent. You won't go wrong. So I wish you well, friends. I wish you well, and thank you for saving me back there.
What is your name?
My name is Gerard Slay the Conformists. Although perhaps I will have to change my surname now.
Rahazur, do you pull over?
Yeah, Rahazur, but like in a really cool way.
Okay, so you probably let's see, what's a cool way to pull over a muscle car like that? You probably skid into a pull and then just let the car drift to a stop by the side of the road.
Exactly that.
Gerard, do you get out the car?
Yes.
Cool, you get out the car and see these 4 people with you. Do you all just drive away? Are there any goodbyes? Any waves?
I said, Gerard Slay the Conformist. There are quite a lot of free motorcycles back there. If you want one, help yourself.
Oh yes, I will give it a try. Daddy has a lot back in Baldur's Gate, so I'm accomplished in riding. So yes, perhaps I will see you there, friends, one day.
It was good to meet you.
Yeah, it was good to meet you, but hell's not for everyone.
Yes, I'm seeing that now, and thank you, Judah. I shall learn the guitar, or perhaps the piano, and I shall sing songs in your name.
Oh, thank you.
Farewell.
Say hello to Flutter of Wings.
I don't know who that is.
As the car drives off, Judah, do you put the disc in the imp?
Yeah, totally.
How do you put the disc in the imp?
I look.
How.
I look at the imp as if for some suggestion of maybe how this is going to work, and then when there probably is no suggestion forthcoming.
Starts howling out Enter Sandman as the car goes zooming off into the middle distance.
Oh, and as we drive off, I shout back to Gerard, remember, live life a quarter mile at a time.
Gerard, roll me a D100 as you try and call Daddy.
Daddy. 47. Gonna be here a while.
Dad?
Aww.
And it's just, you hear the word dad being said repeatedly as we just fade out at you on the side of the road. Oh, that's where we're going to end for today. My God, you nutters. Oh. That is crazy. Thank you so much for joining today. What a
Why
bunch
didn't
of...
someone try Calm Emotions? Or
I
something?
know, yeah, it would have been a really...
I think my favorite bit about that whole thing is that I'm now convinced that Lua is definitely a bot.
It's not a bot.
That's the funny thing.
Lua's convinced that Lua's a bard.
Right, well, we are tight on time, so it's time to wrap this up. Thank you so much for joining us today for the first episode of Ages of the Nine Hells Redux. If you enjoyed today's particular brand of madness, then join us next week where we'll be doing more of it with a new special guest. Thank you so much for joining us, Kim.
No worries, an absolute pleasure to be here. I'm honestly level 15, metal hell setting. I was just like, yep.
Anything you particularly want to plug, Kim, while you're here?
Nothing in particular. Obviously, High Rollers every Sunday.
Yeah.
If you just bung High Rollers D&D into Google, you'll find me. Where I promise I do know spells and like they're what devils and demons are immune to.
It was a good moment. Let's not knock it. It was a great moment. I loved it.
Visually, the aesthetic was there. And thank you, Chris, for entertaining my ridiculous plays. Anytime. Right, well, before we go, a couple more things to tie things up. So we also have another show on Monday nights. So last night we started our brand new campaign, DM'd by George Lockett, called Berries. Do check that out. That's on Mondays, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. GMT. And we are, of course, Tuesdays, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. GMT. And you can find us at twitch.tv/rolltogetherrpg or twitch.tv/D&D. And all episodes are archived on YouTube. There'll be a link in chat right now. Many thanks to our D20 Club. That's our patrons who help us make all the shows that we do. So big shout out to all of you. Thank you so much. And if you want to join us on Patreon, there's a link in the chat right now. It starts from just $1, £1, that sort of thing. But yes, join. There are rewards at very low levels. Do help us out if you can. Massive thank you to our sponsors, Hero Forge and Ultra Pro. You have another couple of seconds in chat if you would like to try and win one of these beautiful premium zippered folios. If that's your sort of thing, don't worry, there'll be one that's not been touched by my hands, so no chance of any kind of infectious diseases here. But yes, that will be sent across to you if you pop your name in chat and have a UK address. We'll have a raffle draw at the end of all of this. And a massive thank you also to our supporters, D&D Beyond, Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, Level Up Dice, and Zavi.com. Join us on socials. We are Roll Together RPG, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And I think that's everything. Thank you so much, everyone. See you all next week. Bye.